everyone. How are we doing? Hope you like the little intro there. So it's Sunday. I always find it kind of amazing for me to stream on a Sunday because it's not kind of my usual sort of thing. Blocks magazine is something I'm kind of enjoying recently doing live, and every now and again I kind of change it up a little bit as well. So today I've got a slightly different setup. We're going to be joined a little bit later on as well by my good friend Jake Studs. He's going to be helping us out. And first things first, I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me okay. Got a few tunes on in the background there, just kind of helping out with those sort of kind of silent moments. And yeah, it's kind of like a different vibe really. It's nothing like London Calling. This one's just a kind of a bit of a flick through really of this month's magazine, and it's a corker magazine as well. They've got some great sets in there this month. They really have. And let's face it, Lego these days really do seem to be pumping out some kind of magnificent, iconic sets. They really, really do. Anyway, we've got two smashing great big ones on here, just there. And of course, and the beauty of this stream as well is that after the stream, well, actually not after the stream, it's kind of after the review and the kind of flick through of the magazine, we'll then do a Kahoot based on the magazine. And in all honesty, there are some questions in there that you don't have to have, you know, kind of read the magazine for that. So it kind of pays to kind of stay tuned in and kind of see how it goes. So anyway, without further ado, let's say hello to a few peeps that we've got out there today. Tuning in, we've got Lego with the Fonzie as well. I think he said earlier on, he says, he goes, hello everyone, I'm going to be in next month's Blocks magazine. Is that right? Is that going to be about your great big mock that you're doing, Fonzie? Tell us a little bit about that, mate, please do. We've got Job Data out there saying hello everyone, how are you doing? We've got Brickapix, evening, Brickapix, hello, thank you so much for being here. It really does mean a lot that you guys are tuning in on a Sunday, because there's loads of people out there streaming at the moment. There really is, folks. And I'm just kind of, I'm just kind of added in there a little bit. I mean, it's something a little bit different as well. It's Blocks magazine, and not everyone. Well, I don't think no one else actually does magazine reviews live. And I think Blocks magazine is always kind of one of those things that's good, just for kind of getting a little bit of chit chat going, a little bit of conversation. Who else we got out there as well? We've got the wonderful Si O'Connor saying, is this live? Is this a new thing, Si? I don't know. Do tell me. But anyway, hope you're well, my friend. It was good chatting with you last night as well. We've got the wonderful Mitty Bricks out there. Hey, Mitty Bricks. Hope you're good as well, my friend. So yeah, I'm feeling quite chilled out today, folks. In all honesty, I've not been well at all today. This is the nearest I've ever got to actually cancelling a stream. But even then, I'm still a bit heady. So anyway, I've taken a COVID test and it came back negative. So I'm kind of okay in that respect, I suppose. But yeah, I think I've got a bit of a migraine, I think. Anyway, so I've got all the lights are kind of turned down for me. But hopefully everyone out there can kind of see the magazine all okay. And he goes, I'm copying Cabbage, the legend. He is a legend. Or is it Lego? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, hopefully you're liking the vibes. Anyway, the tunes. This is a really laid back stream for me. This is more laid back than the one that I do on a Wednesday night with my good friend, of course, Connor, which this week, by the way, folks, will be 8 o'clock on my channel. And if you want to see and find out a little bit more about Si O'Connor, well, he's in the chat right now. So great to see you, Si. It really is lovely to have you here. We've got Simon out there as well. Hope you're feeling better, Greg. Yeah, I'm all right. Do you know what? If anything, I've got all the lights turned down. I've got them all facing the magazine, so hopefully you guys can see the magazine all right. And I just want to do a couple of hours of something taking my mind off not feeling too well. I was fine yesterday. I was having a good old chit chat with Si. I was down in the cabin yesterday having a chat with him, giving him a little look around and that. And today it's just one of those days. Just woke up with a bit of a spinning head. So, but anyway, it's not the end of the world. Life still goes on. The world still spins, and I want to do this stream. So it's kind of quite laid back, quite relaxed. And you know what? I'm just gracious that you lovely lot out there are here to join in with me. We've got Monarch out there. Monarch, it's so cool to have you here as well. It says, hey Greg, love the super chat extra. Hope you are well. Well, that's a good point, Monarch. A little bit later on, folks, I will be, if anyone's interested in supporting the channel in any way, shape or form, just being here means the world to me, folks. It really, really does. But if you do want to support the channel financially and help me buy new stuff, bits and pieces, then what I will do in return, I'll give you a great big thank you on the London wallboard that I can't get out at the moment because we've got a great big boom over it at the moment. If I twist this round, you might be able to see it. There we go. There's the rig for today. And yeah, I think it works pretty good. And then what happens is, folks, if you guys want to give me a super chat, if anyone out there wants to super chat, this is what happens when I give you a super chat. Hopefully you guys like it as well. But anyway, here we go. This is for all you lovely prospective people out there that might one day want to give me a super chat. And for those that have already given me a super chat, this is for you.
Oh my God, is this my acceptance to Hogwarts?
It still makes me giggle now. But yeah, and I'm going to do one or two other ones as well, folks. I really am. So I'm glad you like them. Thank you, Minark, as well. It does mean the world when people kind of give you sort of some nice feedback on bits and pieces that you do. And you know what? It just has a little bit extra. It's something else, though, when you're doing these sort of streams, that you're kind of fishing around for things to press and that. But there we go. We've got Tommy Dempsey in the house. He goes, hello, my friends. Tommy, really nice to have you here. It really is. We've got Tim Bainbridge as well out there. I've got two T's out there, two mini Jaeger bombs last night, Greg. Oh, I said Jaeger bombs. Blimey, I haven't had Jaeger bombs and slippery nipples for years, mate. I tell you, I really haven't. But no, yeah, it's just one of those things. Maybe it's the changing weather. I always go a bit heady when autumn is coming and spring's coming. You know, maybe it's an atmospheric change. I'm not sure. But anyway, the chilled out music is lovely as well. It says, where can I get a copy of Blocks? I can't find it in the shop near me. Fonzie, whereabouts are you? I think you're in America, aren't you? I'm pretty sure they sell it out there. But the one thing I will say is please do check down in the description below. You'll find details of the magazine's website, and also as well, if you're interested, and really folks, it's up to you if you want to do this or not, but you can actually get a 10% discount on a year's subscription by using the voucher code that's actually down in the description along with it. So, you know, if you wanted to subscribe to it and you want a 10% off, and let's face it, folks, who doesn't these days? We're going to need it for our petrol and certainly for our electric bills coming in the near future, especially if you're in the UK. Then go ahead and do it. They're good guys at Blocks Magazine, and one thing I will say as well before we get going is that they actually sent me this magazine free. So this is my stream, this is my review, this is my flick through with you lovely peeps out there, and everything is my own thoughts as well, folks. They're not paying me to do absolutely anything other than sending it to me, and if I fancy it, I'll do the odd review as well. We've got the lovely Lorraine out there as well. Hey Lorraine, how you doing? Lovely to have you here, it really is. So yeah, and then so what will happen, folks, we'll go through the magazine, and then at the end of it, we'll just do some questions. Easy as that. It'll be a Kahoot. Now, I've got a survey running at the moment. Nothing too heavy on the survey front. It's simply asking, how many questions would you ideally like at the end of doing these reviews? Now, normally speaking, it will go on for about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. It depends really what we get talking about. And just so you know, that I'll have a guest on a little bit later. That's going to be Jake Studs. And then I kind of intertwine between my good friend Si O'Connor and Jake as well, just to kind of bounce it around. And I know Si really enjoys Blocks Magazine. I know Jake really enjoys Blocks Magazine. And I hope you lovely lot out there do as well. I really do. Mitty Bricks, he says, Lego with Fonzie, try Tesco's Extra. Yeah, I'm not really sure where Fonzie's from, actually. Oh, where he goes, I'm in Nottinghamshire. I don't know why. I thought he was in somewhere like Texas or something like that. It must have been your beard or something like that, maybe. But he says, Mitty Bricks, thank you. I shall go find. Great idea. I'm due to be published in the next magazine. Yeah, we've had a couple of friends who published in the magazines as well, like Cabbage Face Bricks now. He used to be Cabbage Face Lego, Cabbage Face Bricks now, along with Boom Bricks. So that's quite good. You know, do you know what, Fonzie? It really means a lot to me when I actually know people that are in the magazine. You know what I mean? It makes me feel very proud of you. It really does. So, without further ado, I think we'll get cracking. Anyway, good to have you all here. It really is, folks. This is going to be a nice night. Do you know what? Think of it as like a Sunday vibe. It really is. I wouldn't say it was quite as laid back as maybe the Antiques Roadshow, but it's got a bit more life in it than that, I would say. But anyway, just talk about whatever you want to talk about, what we'll go through. And if you've got any questions, then just let me know, or ask each other some questions as well. It's great to have you here, and I look forward to kind of entertain you for the next sort of hour and a half, 2 hours or so. So, here we go. So, let's pop her over. This is, I can't pronounce her name. I pronounce her name probably as well as maybe Si O'Connor. But anyway, Harmony, something like that. It sounds like Armani, but there we go. I'll pop her over there. It's one of those names, folks. I don't think I'm ever going to get it right. Or maybe it's a certain charm that I don't. I don't know. You tell me. But anyway, let's get going, shall we? So what we got on the front of the magazine there? This is a beautiful front cover of this month's magazine. It really is. At the top here, we've got Lego Star Wars UCS Republic gunship. Down here, we've got obviously the brand new Harry Potter iconic set. Harry Potter Icons new Wizarding World sets reviewed and scored. And yes, this is reviewed and this is reviewed as well. And you might be thinking, Greg, this is a little bit behind the times, isn't it? Well, actually, this is kind of the last week of this magazine. As of Monday, the latest edition of the Blocks magazine comes out. And if anyone's interested, actually, I've got a little thing to show you guys out there. Next month's magazine looks a little bit like this. There you go. How cool is that? Now, if there's one thing that me and Sion kind of love, it's these new Marvel sets. They're wonderful. The CMF series is fan-flipping-tastic. It really is, folks. And Sion Connor and I actually took them, debagged them, put them together and reviewed them a couple of weeks ago on our backlog stream that we do every Wednesday. So do check that out, folks. But anyway, we'll come back to that maybe a little bit at the end and just go through what's coming up on it. But anyway, we've got Axel Plate out there. Good evening, London Bridge Bricks. Good evening to you as well, Axel Plate. Great to have you here. Tommy Dempsey says, Tim Bainbridge, how much and will it be Star Wars? I don't know, actually. Keep the conversations going, folks. And you know what? While you're here, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, do us a favour and give us a little thumbs up, will you? It does help me do what I do around here. So anyway, Making Marvel, minifigure and set design secrets, prize draw, win a collector's edition set. Oh, wonderful. That's the one good thing about Blocks magazine. Every month, all the subscribers are actually put into a draw to win a great big set. Upgrade Hogwarts, learn how to combine the new and the old sets. Now, there's something I learned on London Calling on Friday, folks. Some of the new sets are actually gone back to their traditional colour, whereby the roofs are actually like a sand green. Whereas the old ones, and there was a lot of the old ones out there, they were actually grey. So anyway, we'll go through a little bit about that. There's all sorts of things with Blocks magazine, folks. There's reviews, there's techniques, there's mocks, there's a bit of everything, and that's why I like it. I think it's genuinely one of the best magazines out there for Lego lovers, and everybody who's here at the moment, of course, we're all Lego lovers, aren't we? So there we go. There's the contributors. There's Graham, that's Daniel. I've got this guy here called Simon Pickard and Phil Wrighton. But the main two of this magazine, notoriously, is Graham Hancock and of course Daniel. And Daniel's kind of vibe is actually quite interesting because he does a lot of stuff in and around the history of Lego, and that's another main thing I really enjoy about this, because I think most of us have had kind of dark ages, haven't we? So it's kind of like one of those things to kind of get in and kind of under the skin of what sets were around a long time ago. So anyway, actually, talking of which, I was just about to get going, but it looks like my Patriot has joined early. He has, so that's cool. He's looking rather stiffing as well. I think he's sporting a new hairstyle. If he gives me the thumbs up, I'll know to bring him in. He's giving me the thumbs up, so I might as well bring him in. He probably thought to himself, I might as well. One thing I've learned about the Twitchers, folks, and this guy is on Twitch, you'll see him quite regularly on there, is that they do like to be on time. Unlike us YouTubers, generally speaking, we're late, so I might as well bring him in. So what I'll do is, I'll kick off the music, because we won't need that anymore. So adios the music, and hello to Jake, aka Jake Studs. Hello, mate.
Bonjour, ça va? How is everybody?
I'm really good, mate. How the devil are you? You're looking very well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I'm. Oh god, big screen. Wasn't expecting big screen then. I'm pretty good. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm checking out the new hairstyle, my friend.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't say it's a new hairstyle. I've got my hair cut recently, so it's very messy today.
Is it? Well, it's good. It certainly looks better than the day before you went and had your hair cut. I thought there were some of the funniest.
Normally how haircuts work, yeah.
Okay, you was having a particularly bad one. That I thought that was a bad hair day, and I might have even taken a little snip picture of it as well, because it was. I was like, blimey, I know we have bad hair days, but blimey, Jake, that was one of those days, Jake. I would have highly recommended you wear a hat. But there we go. Hence, that's why I'm wearing a hat today. It really is bad. Anyway, you good? How's your twitching? How's your twitching life going?
It's there. It's alive. It's you know the chaos, the insanity that is the Twitch realms.
Brilliant. Well, anyway, look, great to have you here. This is one thing I love about doing streaming, folks, is that we can get people in. We've got people in like Nicole who does Instagram streams. We've got people like Jake that does Twitch streams, and then of course we've got the regular lot that do YouTube streams. And we've got and I've got to admit now there is a lot of people these days, Jake, that actually do a combination of the two, don't they? There seem to be like people like, I don't know, Claire from Plastic Architect. She does a good combination of the two, which I think is pretty...
people are slowly finding their way over to the Twitch community. They're slowly making their entrance, making their small mark and whatnot. It's nice. It's nice to see the community growing and getting some recognition and things like that, because we kind of sit over there to the side a lot of the time, and it's nice to see everyone about.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I mean, the thing is, I think we all enjoy streaming, so we all do it on different platforms. And one of the beautiful things about doing London Calling is I can kind of bring people together that you wouldn't necessarily see. And we all, pretty much everyone does Instagram, folks. Blimey, Jake's one of the pros on Instagram. He really is. And there's nothing he doesn't know about Zoom. That's for sure. Have you sorted your Zoom out yet? There's two things I've noticed recently. You've had issues with your Zoom, and you've had issues with putting the countdown timer on it. How's all that going?
Zooms are fine. Zooms are okay. Countdowns, I have no idea what was up with that, but I've got a new phone now, so maybe I'll be able to do countdowns on that again. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just cursed. Maybe I'm never to count down ever again.
And I think on that note, we better get going in the magazine then, mate. Good to have you here. It really is. Like I said, this is actually, this is in case anyone wonders, because I didn't actually say this. This is issue 83. It retails here in the UK for £5.99. And like I said before, folks, Blocks Magazine actually sent me this free to review and flick through if I fancied it. And I do fancy it. And we're doing it now. So everything that I talk about, anything that Jake says, it's our own thoughts. And also as well, folks, tell me what you think as well, because in all honesty, right, you lovely lot out there are just more important than us two here. I'm just flicking the pages for you. I'm just your arms. That's all I am in this. And Jake's kind of like the brains. So the only thing I'm needed for here are my lovely hands and my kind of ingenuity fingers. There we go. Slightly
feminine. I don't know where you got that information from on the brains, but okay, sure.
I'm counting on it.
I think you need to talk to whoever your source is on that information, and maybe get some get some secondary sources on them.
Secondary sources.
Yeah, because I think that Wikipedia article you're reading, I don't trust it.
I never look at source. I always look at sourcey things, in all honesty. I really do. Never check out my history, folks. Anyway, thank God for private browsing, sir. Anyway, just want to say hello to Ingrid Wynn. Ingrid, how in the devil are you? I've seen you for ages. Good to see you. We've got BFAB out there as well. BFAB, lovely to see you here on a Sunday as well. And we've got Oliver Thackeray. Good to see you, Oliver. Hope things are good with you as well. We've got a nice abundance of peeps out there chilling for this. And like I said, folks, anyone who's just tuned in, please do remember at the end of this, we're going to do a short Kahoot as well. So it'll be a little quiz, and then we can see who gets the bragging rights on being the person that's kind of tuned into the most and kind of watched for the questions. Now, I may emphasize certain things, I may not, who knows? But what I will say is keep your eyes peeled, and we'll kind of go through it together, Jake. I'm looking forward to this because this is bloody good sets on reviewing this. And in all honesty, Jake, my favourite part of this whole magazine is the reviews. It really is. I love that. And the Hall of Fame. Little clue there for you as well, folks. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Anyway, great to see you. So where are we going then? Basically, we're just on the index page. It just tells you what's what, where's what. I've got to say, though, I must say this. I think this set here is one of the best sets of the year. It looks It just looks amazing. I mean, it's not like it would go in the city or anything like that, but it just looks brilliant. What do you reckon of it, Jake?
Yeah, I saw it for the first time yesterday when I went to the Lego store, like actually
Mm-hmm.
built in person. It is humongous. It's
Yeah.
genuinely massive. That wingspan is
Mm.
like that is the actual size of a small baby barn owl. That is humongous. It's not a set for me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
It's a
one
nice
that's
to
on,
have.
it's not one that's on my list.
Yeah.
But for people who do want it, it's going to be an amazing display set. It's leagues above most Harry Potter stuff that's out there.
Yeah, I think if you're a Harry Potter fan, and there's quite a few of them out there, folks, there really is, especially after doing London Calling Harry Potter themed on Friday, number 86. There is a lot of passionate ones out there, that's for sure. They're loving it. They really are. Someone else loving it as well. Land of Sweet. Land of Sweet. I haven't seen you for ages. Says, hi, guys. I can't stay long. Just wanted to say, stop by and say hello. Land of Sweet. Lovely to see you. It really is. Oh, it's a nice thing about doing Sundays. You kind of get different clientele watching your stream. You really do. Anyway, lovely to see you, Land of Sweet. Hope all is good with you and your horse riding and all that stuff. So anyway, we've got some great sets coming up here. Loads of Harry Potter. We've got some typewriting stuff coming up. We've got some Marvel coming up. We've got Star Wars. We've got this great big glove over here as well. I think they call it a gauntlet between you and me.
It's a gauntlet, yes.
It's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet. Okay, well, let's take the gauntlet off. It's time to throw the gauntlet on the ground and get going, I think. Do you like that? Do you like the way I did that? It was nicely done.
Seamless, absolutely seamless.
I've been practicing it for weeks. I really have.
Just that one line. The rest of the show is completely like.
Well, I've got to be honest, right? This is quite reactionary. This magazine, because all I've done is flick through it, got a few questions off it for the Kahoot at the end. The rest of it is kind of like, oh, what do we think about it as well? So it's kind of reactionary with me as well, folks. So here we go. So here's a little bit about it. Now, building the icons. Here we go. There's a lot. It looks like there's a lot of non-Lego in this, especially with this here. Did you actually cop a look at that when you was in the Lego store, Jake?
Yeah, it's just a big sheet of plastic. That's what it is. It's three giant non-studded, like I think they're like 4x8s or something like that. No, not 4x8s. That's like 6.
Bigger. Yeah, that's about 6, I'd say. Yeah,
or 8
like
by
12.
8.
8 by
Yeah,
12. Do that.
maybe.
What's
the most controversial bit about this, though, is that bottom bit where they are encouraging. Is it the bottom bit or the middle bit? One of the two, where they're encouraging people to draw on the Lego itself to add their own name.
Oh,
because it's supposed to be like you getting your Hogwarts letter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because people can put their names on there, can't they? Well, anyway, we'll come to the review of that a little bit later, folks. We really will. So anyway, we'll come back to that. Wait with bated breath. We've got some stuff on video here. Is the music over for video?
No.
It's not. No, they're going back to the drawing board, aren't they?
I wouldn't even say they're going back to the drawing board. Like it's a pretty well established like what it is. They're just, refining the bits that, did fall short. Things like the app that absolutely didn't work at all.
Well, yeah, and you know what? The figures absolutely worked a treat. They really did, folks. But the app is where they need to have a bit of a rethink. Mm-hmm. It says we've seen a positive response to the launch, but we've also received feedback from people that we could make the play experience even simpler. So there we go. It's a bit of a user experience thing. It's certainly something that Lego do want to kind of try and get right. I don't know. It's almost like I sometimes think that maybe they should go back to, I don't know, something like Dimensions. I think Dimensions was a really good. I never got an opportunity to play it.
It was just so expensive because of those discs that the minifigs and the micro builds sat on to like read the information, because it would also store information. It wasn't just sort of like RFID. It would store information in those to what you last used it for and things like that. It was just overly expensive to the point where it was just not like
and the thing is, the lovely thing for the likes of myself and Jake is that here in the UK, I mean, it was actually quite hard to buy any video sets at full price. It really was. So we've got we've done all right out of it, I think. But yeah, let's wait and see what 2022 brings for video, because the one thing I was surprised, because this is all a bit of a time with Universal Studios, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Universal Music Group licensed product ish. It's like co-licensed.
Yeah, and the thing is that surprised me is that I expected a Universal Movies Brickheads to come out for this Halloween, but there hasn't been one. Because we had Frankenstein last year, but we haven't got this.
I think they're reselling Frankenstein at the moment. Because when I went into the Lego store yesterday, they had the Universal Monsters Frankenstein Brickhead.
But that's it. I thought they would have come out. I mean, that came out a year ago, so I was expecting a new one. So anyway, so that's video. We'll see how that pans out. Now, talking of Halloween, folks, we've got this one here, the with an eye on exclusives, the Halloween Owl set number 40497. I actually saw on Twitch the other day, Zan. I think she's called Zan Babe now on Twitch. She was building that, and it looked really good. Actually, everyone quite liked it. The monobrow as well, I think, makes it look quite good fun. So that was good fun. So that seems pretty good. I'm going to try and get to the, as long as I feel okay anyway, try and get to the Lego store this week, because Leicester Square at the moment, Jake, has got an abundance of Royal Guards that you can buy. Yeah. So they're cheaper than buying in Hamleys. They're basically £4.50, and you get 3. Whereas with Hamleys, of course, you pay about £6.50.
Is that because they're including them in the BFAB wall? Are they the builder minifig?
Yes, it. Yeah,
the
builder minifig wall. Yeah, they're doing it. Yeah. So that's kind of exciting. So yeah, and if I think Si kind of might even want me to get 1 or 2 for him as well. But yeah, just an FYI, folks, that now's your time to sort of, and it's interesting as well, that aspect, because Lego doesn't do military, yet Royal Guards are military soldiers. So, but they're kind of dressed up in such a way that you don't think that there'd be much, you wouldn't think they were soldiers, but they actually are. They're like old redcoats in some respects, I guess. But there we go. Just a thought to ponder on there, folks. Just throwing that one out there. Now, I know this is Singapore before I've even really read anything about it, even though it says it there in great big writing, because I've actually stayed in Singapore, and I've stayed opposite this building here, which is the most oddest building I've ever seen in my life. It's basically 3 giant towers with a ship on top of it. And it's one of those buildings, folks, that from a distance, it looks wonderful. And the closer you get to it, you think, oh, blimey, that's ugly. It's just a great big concrete monolith. It really is. But anyway, that's Singapore. The Lego Group continues to expand in the Asia Pacific region. So they're kind of coming up with a new headquarters out there, which is kind of cool. So, and I think it was today, wasn't it? Lego are giving £150 million away to the kind of world civil charity as well, which is kind of amazing. Really, that's an amazing amount of money. 150 million, it really is. But anyway, I haven't read the full SP on that, folks. I kind of saw it last night when I was watching Ed Sheeran in concert on that show doing it. We've got a Ninjago celebration. We've got some good Ninjago stuff coming out next year, that's for sure. IP education. The Lego Group seeks to protect the company's international property, which has been challenging since manufacturing facilities spread around the world. Interesting stuff. Anyway, VVI, what's this? VVIPs, get bricks. Never seen this before. Some VIPs are now very, very important VVIP. It goes on to say that in terms of select participants are able to redeem codes for new Lego add-on packs as part of the trial to see if the products.
Oh, I've seen a bit of that in our lug in our lug Slack. So a couple of people managed to get added to that sort of like beta-esque list, that trial list sort of thing. I'm not sure. I think they placed their order, but I don't think they've gotten anything yet. But the people definitely seem excited by it. It does seem more like very random bricks thrown in a bag, I think. I don't think it's anything super specific to another set or something like that. But
very cool, very cool. Well, it'd be interesting to see what comes of that. Anyway, VVIPs, blimey, creating a new tier. Which is to see what that comes out with. Everyone's going to want to be a VVIP now. They really are. It's kind of like a one step away from being in land, perhaps. I don't know. But we've got Brick Von Baron out there as well. That's an awesome name. I love that. It says, hello there. Greetings from the States. Brick Von Baron, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. It really is. So, Legoland. This is the party underway now that the New York theme park has fully opened to guests. Oh, that's cool. So New York's got their own Legoland as well, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Liking that. We've got a little bit of spill here on the Darth Vader meditation chamber, which they're basically just saying they didn't actually give it a lot of marketing. Yeah, it's still sold out. I think a lot of that, Jake, is just down to the movie that it came from, being Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's half a UCS-esque style set. Like it has more appeal to the O4 market as far as something you can stick on your coffee table, etc. It's a talking piece. It's not like a play set. So I feel like a lot of these style things, they are maybe produced slightly in lesser quantities because obviously, whilst adults welcome etc., we aren't the top tier market to be grabbing all of the moolah from it. It's they want to attract the kiddos to tell the adults to go spend our money. That's where Lego have and always will make their big bucks. So priorities of types of sets, they're definitely always going to go for play sets and things like littler things like this, like the Hydra Stomper and stuff like that, which are a bit more relevant and in the zeitgeist at the moment.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that Hydra Stomper. I think it's very cool. It's
such a good set, and that little glow in the dark brick in it, it lights up perfectly. Oh, it's so good. Best. Top tier.
I got mine over there. You might be able to just see it, folks, but it is over there in the shadows of today's lighting. All right, cool. And also as well, you get some decent figures with it as well.
You get some great figs.
Yeah, Captain Carter, which is a different version to what you get in the CMS.
It's like stealth mode.
Yeah, I like it. I like her character as well. I think she's very cool. She's very British as well. She's kind of, maybe that's why I like her. I don't know. I'm getting all biased over minifigures. How ridiculous is that? So anyway, Lego magical ideas. I've had a couple of people bought me these, and initially you think, oh, that's fantastic, and then it's kind of more aimed towards the younger age group. And then we've got these. Now, I know Connor and a few other peeps have been talking about this spooky Star Wars. A Lego Star Wars animated special is coming this Halloween. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's a Disney Plus.
We're going to get another Star Wars Lego-esque animation thing. The holiday special was it was charming. Like, it wasn't like anything revolutionary or anything like that. People were like, it's like blah blah blah, it's not canon and stuff like that. It's like, no, it's not going to be canon. It's Lego being like silly with a whole bunch of characters and whatnot. Like, I think it would be fun to see what they do Halloween wise. It doesn't. I've seen a couple of trailers, or at least bits of the trailers, as you're scrolling through Instagram, and it's like, oh, you watch this, and you're like, okay, geez, okay. And it looks fine. Like, it doesn't have the same sort of like hype appeal as the Christmas special to me, but I'll watch it. Like,
I will.
20 minutes of the day, not even that, probably.
It's just a bit of fun. You've got to take these with a pinch of salt, and it's going to be interesting to see who they pick as zombies and stuff like that, because it's almost like another what if, potentially, but in the form of Star Wars, and how they get across being Star Wars that it's Halloween, because as far as I remember, Galaxy Far, Far Away doesn't have Halloween in it, but I suppose we'll soon find out.
The Wookiees celebrated Christmas, so
I know they call it Live Day, don't they, or Life Day?
Yeah, Life Day. Yeah,
Life Day. So that was kind of their way of not committing to it being a sort of seasonal festive thing. But that's actually they're saying that's what they call it. They never say it's Christmas. They say it's seasonal festive thing, which is kind of.
At one point in the UK, we called Christmas Winterful.
Did we?
We called it Winterval, as like the portmanteau of winter and festival, Winterval. we all know how that's turned out. It's not stuck around. But yeah, there was a period in the Victorian era where Christmas wasn't a thing, but Winterval was, back when the Thames used to freeze over and you could go ice skating on the Thames.
That was it. I tell you what. I mean, it must have been so cold for the Thames to freeze over. I mean, that is just crazy. It really is. Folks.
Yeah.
I mean, I go across the Thames most days, and I can't believe that would ever freeze. I mean, it would have to be minus like 30 degrees or something like that.
Oh, easy. That even back in the Victorian era, that was a strong current. That's
Yeah, definitely. And I tell you what, folks, there was more. How can I put it? More alien bits and pieces. Things that shouldn't be in the Thames back then than what they were now. So probably very cold. It was basically a sewage system. It really was. Not to go washing your slacks in it, that's for sure. Axel Plate goes Hawkeye Holiday Special. Yeah, that's looking pretty good actually. Was it me in the advert for that, Axel, when he's dressed up with his tuxedo on? I thought he looked like the Bourne Identity all over again. I thought it was a clip from that. And we got the wonderful Mayo Hosco in the chat as well. Mayo Hosco, welcome to the stream, my friend. Great to have you here. So next up, we've got set 21056. Another great looking set, folks. This really is a fabulous one for the architecture set. And that is, of course, the Taj Mahal, which I always actually thought was more like a sort of a kind of religious kind of building. But it turns out it's actually a palace.
I think it was built by. I'm probably going to absolutely butcher this because this is off the top of my head thinking. I believe it was like a love letter style present from a prince to someone that he loved, and then I don't think she like went for it. She was like, "Oh, great, cool, you built a building. Why?" I think that's how it goes, and now it just sits there as this monument to kind of love.
Wow. I mean, it's a beautiful building. It really is. It's simply fantastic. And I've seen it a couple of times at the Lego store, and it does look really good. I think it looks really, really nice. And if you're into your Lego architecture, I would imagine that would be a really nice one to get. And I'll tell you what is really nice, Jake, is that we've got the wonderful Echo Bricks out there as well.
Hey, Echo.
Good to see you, Echoes. But he's a good old Twitcher. He is. Hope the new PC's working out for you, dude. And we got Cabbage Face Bricks out there as well, who has, as of last month, he was in this very magazine. So anyway, we've got something about Lug Life there, which is kind of cool. Well, just talking of Lug Life, what lugs do you belong to, Jake? The one or two?
Just the London AFOLs. Just the London AFOLs.
I didn't use it. I'm a London AFOL as well. I didn't know you was one.
Yeah. I'm in the London AFOLs. Represent. I haven't been to the last couple of meetings because of like illness and timings and whatnot. But hopefully, now things are hopefully going in the right direction a little bit longer. Maybe. Well, the hardest bit is finding a venue now in London to host physical meetups because so many bars can't sustain being open just for us, just because we want to meet on a Monday, for example, and things like that, because it's not good trading days for them.
No, Mondays never are they? Really, they want to sort of do a Thursday or something like that.
Yeah.
So I do, and I it'd be great to see you there. Cranky, me, Matt Elder, Kaz from Blockhead UK. Imagine that, a pool of streamers,
Lego royalty.
We'd have to stream from there. Good, that'd be good. But anyway, here we go. The ultimate gunship. I guess it is really because it's blooming massive. It goes, Lego Star Wars designers reveal how they delivered the fan-selected Republic gunship with more detail than ever before. Yeah, I'll give them that. They I think they knocked it out of the park with this. I thought it was a bit unfortunate that the designer said what he said, but I think it was kind of lost a little bit in translation when he was talking about the original prequels and all this kind of stuff. I just think that's just a bit lost in translation. But there we go.
Yeah, it's neither here or there. It really doesn't matter that much.
It doesn't. Well, we know what you meant anyway. So it's one of those things. The minifigures were the letdown in this set because there's just nothing special about them at all. And he says actually in this, because regarding the minifigures, this is Mace Windu, by the way, folks. He goes, Hans, it's really not about minifigures. See, that straight away will cheese a lot of people off. It says, we put in minifigures that are appropriate, but personally, I feel they shouldn't be super rare collector's items. Now, I differ from that, Jake, because if I'm spending a lot of money on a Lego set, I actually don't mind if they're rare. I really don't.
I'm in the camp of it's a UCS set you're spending £300-400 on. It's not built to minifigure scale. It's like they are there just to sort of like, oh, do you remember this is from this era because you recognize this character. That's the only reason why they're in there to sort of link the sort of era that they're from. Otherwise, they could have sold that for the exact same price without the minifigures, and no one would have even bothered to care.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. The only thing I would have liked, personally speaking, my only take on this is that I would have liked a minifigure to put in the cockpits and the gun turrets. That's it, really. That's all I want. I don't care if they're all the same figure. But like you say, it's not actually about the minifigures. I think they made a rod for their own back when they came out with the Millennium Falcon. And they had an array of excellent minifigures with that. And since then, you know, like I don't know, for example, the Star Destroyer, they had 2 in it that were a bit like, again. And then you got this one. So
yeah, but what's going to sell more out of all those 3 examples? Which one's going to sell more? The Millennium Falcon. Of course, they're going to put the good things in the Millennium Falcon because people are going to spend the money for it. Indeed. It's one of the most iconic ships in the universe of science fiction.
It is. Yeah, it's in my top 3 ships. It is. My top 3, by the way, folks, in case anyone wonders, is probably Millennium Falcon, Starship Enterprise, and the TARDIS. They're my favourite 3.
Yeah, I'd probably say Falcon, TARDIS. Oh, I don't know about a third, but definitely Falcon and TARDIS are up there 100%.
Yeah. That is true.
Maybe the DeLorean. Like can you class that as a ship because it flies?
Yeah, that's a ship. It's a ship of sorts.
Yeah,
it's a small one, but it is a ship nonetheless. It's a bit like, in some respects, I actually prefer the Vipers from Battlestar Galactica over an X-wing.
I'm not a Battlestar Stargate kind of person. I know they exist. My grandparents love it, but I don't know much about it.
It was rebooted recently. I'm not that old. I might be old enough to be your dad or your oldest brother. I don't know. You let me know what you think about that in the comments in the chat, folks. But yeah, that always changes. Starship Enterprise is probably my personal favorite. But anyway, Daniel Konstanski, he's got to be Polish, surely. Returning to Texas, he says physical in-person events are back, giving Daniel the opportunity to return to Texas for a weekend of Lego geekery. Yeah, fantastic. And here we go, folks. Look, let me show you this here. This is what I got from going to the London Brick Festival a couple of weeks ago. There we go. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's my first one. And also
I got my first 1x8 recently as well, but it's not a convention one. It's the Bricks O'Brien one.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. Is he doing that for merch at the minute?
It came with my. They're sold out now, but the Bricks O'Brien minifigure.
Okay. Are you a patron or something to him?
No, he was just he made a whole bunch of them, and I was lucky enough to be in the top X amount of percentage people who bought them and got the good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. There we go. That's it, folks. You snooze, you lose. It's as simple as that. It really is. So yeah, returning to Texas, Daniel, I tell you, he'd do a really good spiel on stuff. Key moments in Bricks history. There we go. That's just what I was talking about a little bit earlier on. Immediately felt at home thanks to the generosity of my host and because the love of Lego is a universal language. It really is, folks. It really is. Okay, then we got Kat Reese Jouk. I think that's pronounced. I think that's French. The international lot, they really are. Anyway, this article, Kat considers how Lego toys become gender stereotyped and reflects on whether this is changing. Well, I think it is changing. I think there's no doubt about that. I've built friend sets. Jake, have you built friend sets before?
I don't own any friend sets. I've been really tempted though. That big top. Oh, that big top. So close. But I've gotten my Isabel, who just highlighted, who bought the minifig with me. She bought one as well to save shipping. She sent me my first dots set. So I've got a dots bracelet that I built on stream last night. They're great. Love dots. I've been converted to the dot side. Apparently they have really awesome tiles.
They do. They have fantastic tiles. And this one, I'll always keep this. I actually got this from the Dot's house when it was at King's Cross.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, that looked so awesome. That did.
It was brilliant. It was such a good night. It really. I went there with the hope of just queuing up and getting in because it's sold out, and I got in. It was a freezing cold night. It was beautifully cold. I mean, it wasn't windy. It was just freezing cold. It's like -5, but it was still, And I queued up for about 10 minutes and I went in, and it was brilliant. Matt Elder, load of London AFOLs did a lot of work for that. It was awesome. So that was good. And Kat goes on to say, so Lego is most certainly not just for boys, but this is unfortunate stereotype persists. I think that is kind of going the other way now. In all honesty, I'd be quite happy to build this Disney set. People like Thomas from Tech Productions. He's kind of opened up my horizons just for building more stuff like that. So BB-8. God, I remember buying that in Toys R Us. BB-8. That seems like a long time ago now, doesn't it?
That's nearly like 5 years ago, Greg.
I know.
Toys R Us is maybe even more than 5 years ago. It was like a real it's gone. It's never
sad.
coming back.
It's sad though, isn't it? The only one thing I learned this week actually is that there's a Smith's Toys that have opened near me. So I can't wait to.
I think Smiths at the moment have a really good deal on the boombox, the video boombox. I think it's like 58% off.
Oh wow, yeah, that would be good to get, because that is actually one of the sets I wanted to get from it. I look at that. Thank you for that, folks. So Smiths. For years I called it Smythes, but was corrected by Cy O'Connor, which is cool. So then Graham Hancock says, "I get ideas." He goes, "I love ideas. I think it's a fabulous theme." He goes, "Lego ideas it is. If I could only have one theme, it would probably be Lego ideas. In all honesty." Just because it's diverse, and I love that. But can the theme keep up with the fan creativity? Yeah, I think it can. I mean, the typewriter in real life looks amazing. The piano, I've not seen that actually work, to be honest, but it looks good. And these dinosaurs were actually a lot better than what I thought they were going to be. So, it's horses for courses, I think, when it comes to Lego ideas. Have you got a favorite Lego idea set that you've got, Jake?
Oh, 100%. It's one of the few sets. It collects a lot of dust because it lives above my TV, but it's my Wally. Wally is my favorite set, and when he sits above my TV, he has his little pride flag that he carries as well, and he just roams about being Wally. But with the ideas platform, it's such an amazing thing. It's such a privilege that we get an opportunity to suggest our ideas for what we would like to see as sets. I do think some people kind of miss the idea of what it is. Like, there are a lot of amazing mocks on that platform that will never get made, and it's not the right place to show them off.
No, and that's a shame. The one good thing I'm glad that they've done, that is very true actually. The head of Pick Bucket Nation is a man. He's definitely a man, Ingrid, that's for sure. He's a top geezer, he really is. I love ideas. My favorite one, I think, is the one. I think you might be able to adjust it if I just do that. There we go. You can just see it with the hat on it. That's the Saturn V. That's one of my favorite ones. But the only thing I wish Lego Ideas would do, I just wish they'd do the odd cheap set for about £25. That's my only thing.
Gift with purchases.
The
women.
Boat was a Lego Ideas thing.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie was about 50-ish. the Women of Space, that was only about 20 quid, I think.
Yeah, Women of NASA. That was
Women of
quite cheap
NASA.
set. 20. I think I got that for like 15 quid.
Yeah.
Got some money off that.
Like you know, but it's also a platform that has to deal with, because of the nature of it and how, you know, the AFOLs want a lot of licensed themes. Like they have to go through a lot of like barriers and holes just to get to like just to even consider the possibility of it. Like the amount of hurdles they must have had to have gone through to approve that Sonic set to be made, which looks pretty much almost done. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do to adapt that into a Lego set. I don't know what's missing from it, what needs being added to it to make it a set yet, but it's the amount of hurdles they would have had to have gone through to get that licensing from Sega would have been amazing. And expensive.
Well, I do agree. It is expensive. It's not an easy thing. But what I do like, what Lego Ideas have done, is now we've got the BritLink edition, whereby if something hasn't been, how can I put it? It hasn't. I wouldn't say it hasn't qualified. It hasn't been chosen to be manufactured. There is the chance that the BritLink will actually pick it up. And
there's a plausibility.
Yeah,
hopefully, maybe. I don't think. Are they doing license sets from that though? I don't think they are. I think they're just doing original mocks, aren't they? Yeah.
Castle in the Forest. I mean, they've literally sold double what they thought they were going to sell with that.
That was down to a system glitch, 100%. That no one could have predicted.
Yeah, funny system glitch though, wasn't it? It definitely went for him, that system glitch. But then everyone's got to wait a little bit longer for it. But it'll be worth the wait anyway. It really will be. And I'm married a lot, and it feels like I've been saying it for years that I wanted it. Is the Pursuit of Flight? I've wanted that for years, because I tell you what I'm going to do with that, Jake. As soon as I get it, I'm going to build it, and then I'm going to mock it, and I'm going to put a TIE fighter and an X-wing on there, so it looks like the one's chasing it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not. That's not an original idea, folks, as well. By the way, that's just someone else did that yonks ago. Now, moving on, we've got the Infiniti Saga. It says, with the epic cinematic story of the Infinity Stones complete, the Marvel superheroes team has delivered sets to match its scope. Now, I've got to be honest with you and everybody that's out there. I think Marvel have been the best team this year. I didn't think I'd ever say that. That's for sure. Oh my word! We've got Duju20 out there has just given us a super chat. Duju20, my word! Thank you so much. That is a lot of money. That is amazing. Well, anyway, for that, Duju, this, my good friend, and thank you so much for this. This is for you.
Oh my God! Is this my acceptance to Hogwarts?
Look at you with the video cuts. Do you think you're on Twitch or something? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You're going to have air horns next? You're going to have things flying about the screen? Who do you think you are?
Watch this space. We're going to start taking on Twitch now. But no, do you know what? Actually, there's two things, right? I've got an explosion in my intro to London Calling, so I just reused that. I threw a super chat on it, and I just wanted, because I was doing on Friday Harry Potter themed stream. I thought I picked something, and I couldn't find any funny Harry Potter scenes. And then I remember that scene.
It's not really a funny set of films, really, is it?
No, it's not really. There's not many one-liners in it, folks.
No.
Carry on, Hogwarts. Maybe not. But anyway, I spent about 10 minutes looking. I couldn't find it. And then I found that, and I was like, yeah, that will do.
Yeah.
That will do. But no, Duju, thank you so much, my friend. That is very, very, very kind of you. And folks out there, do you like those little videos as well? Because I've got an idea, a theme of those that I can actually do. Because they don't take too long, in all honesty. It's just coming up with the ideas of them. But I love the explosion anyway. It's kind of it's a transition to get back. It really is. But no, I got the idea from two people. One, Brickscene, who does the explosion as well. And secondly, I got the idea because I was watching Tricky Bricks the other day. I think it was Friday, actually. Maybe it was Thursday. He was doing the Twitch, and then every now and again you'd pop up. Your little head would pop up saying something.
Yeah. Yeah, I've become a meme of some sort.
You have. Maybe,
There are two or three of them now floating around the Twitchiverse in various Twitch streams of me saying things about cream and butter and zebras. Yep. I'll just leave it at that. You can go and
Yeah.
find them.
That's it. We'll have to find. I have to borrow one off someone, or maybe I'll get you to do one for me. I'll write.
I should start charging for these, shouldn't I? Charging for my memes, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get him to do one. Maybe we can come up with one, folks. Something like more tea vicar. That'd be a good one from you. I like that. I think you'd say it splendidly. So anyway, look at these minifigs here. We've got Chris Pratt there. We've got some the tree geezer group. It's hard to forget his name. Let's face it, folks. We've got Thor there. And of course, we've got Rocket Raccoon. It actually, I mean, look at the printing on that face, folks. It was amazing, doesn't it? Has anyone out there got this set? Hey, Ian, how you doing, dude? This is one set I do absolutely want to get, and I'm hoping they will kind of feature in some sort of Black Friday sale. In all honesty,
ooh, I wouldn't maybe go that far. I don't think it will. It's gonna be good, but no, I think that's too lucrative for them to lose money on that one. But my friend Connor has it, and he loves the set. He thinks it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out there, folks. But for me personally, I actually want this more than I want the UCS gunship. What do you lot out there? What's your preference?
I'd have a million of these over the UCS gunship. I don't. The hype around some of the UCS Star Wars sets amazes me. Yeah. It's not my cup of tea, and that's fine. I'm not hating on people for it. It's just, I don't want to spend 300 quid on a lot of grey bricks.
Well, let me know, folks, what you think, because put M in the chat for Marvel, i.e. this one, or S in the chat for Star Wars. Which one would you rather have, the gunship or this? I'm actually genuinely interested to know that. The Guardianship. What's the Guardianship's called? It's called the...
it's the Benatar.
The Benatar, that's it, yeah.
But they stopped using the name Benatar due to the association with the person that it was named after, I believe.
I see. That's right. I was right. It was a bit of a problem for me to find it. But yeah, the Benatar. I think it's beautiful looking. It's wonderful, and in some respects, it's a bit like an orange version, but without the head of old Hedwig. I mean, look at that. You look at that, and you look at that. Are you getting something similar going on there, Lego? They're like, okay, let's do that part there. We'll use orange bricks and get ourselves a Benatar. There we go.
It's orange Hedwig.
It's an orange Hedwig. We're going to have to make a meme out of that. There we go.
Amazing.
So anyway, onwards and upwards with some more. Now, I know Cy Connor's built this particular set. He didn't like it that much. I think it's a bit flimsy, actually. It doesn't do anything for me personally either. Obviously, love the Black Panther. I saw that film recently. What a wonderful film that was as well. Really enjoyed that. We got this one here, Bro Thor. That's a fantastic set. Highly recommend that one, Jake.
I haven't got it yet. A lot of friends keep telling me to get it. I'll eventually get it. There's so many sets I want to buy. At this point, I walk into the Lego store and I go, I want to spend roughly this much. I start picking up sets and I find out how much I spent when I get to the thing. I'm sort of half adding up in my head, going, I think this is roughly where my budget is, and then it's normally about double it, and I go, whatever.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You do sort of normalize yourself to it. Brick von Baron says, honestly, the Benatar is more appealing, mostly because the price. And I didn't get into the Clone Wars series. Huge Star Wars fan there. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I do like the gunship. I mean, in my respect, for me, the gunship's a little bit too big. I don't know why, but maybe they felt as though because the other
Benatar is also massive. That Guardian ship is like wingspan is like 2 and a bit foot. It's massive.
Yeah, which in case anyone else wondered as well, is roughly the same span as old Hedwig there. Just saying. No, maybe not. But you never know. I just throwing it out there, folks. If someone does an orange version of Hedwig, people will say it looks like the Benetton. So anyway, we've got Jake Studs getting some love out there as well.
Sup, dude?
And we've got Storm Chicken. Great to have you here. It says, yo, I was wondering when you'd review it, London Bridge Bricks. The magazine or the Benetton, my friend. But yeah, this is about the last weekend I could actually do this because the new Blocks magazine comes out next week. In fact, I think it might be coming out today, but I think you'll only be able to get it as of sort of Monday onwards or something like that. And in case anyone's wondering, folks, I'm just throwing it out there. This is the cover of the new Blocks magazine. So as you can see, you got plenty of good stuff going on there with the collectible minifig series from Marvel. So anyway, back to this. We've got this set as well. The Iron Man versus Ironmonger. Do want to get that. That is a set as well that I do want to get. I like mechs. So
I love a mech. Lego mechs are amazing. The new wave of Marvel sets, the Eternal sets, they're like mechs mixed with Megazords, mixed with like history and like Egyptians and dinosaurs and all that stuff. It's a combination of everything I've ever loved in Lego. It's amazing. I want them all, but I'm not going to get them all because I don't have the bank account for it.
I know. And do you know the best? And again, this is a Lego ideas. Maybe this is my favorite set. It's not here at the moment, folks. I took it down to the cabin yesterday for a special thing that was going on. Or maybe I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But it is Voltron. My God, Voltron is just amazing, breathtaking. It really, really is. And I love it. Ingrid is, I just spotted Ingrid saying, got to go. Great seeing you. Ingrid Wynn, thank you so much for being here today. It's been ages since I've seen you. It's one of the lovely things about doing a stream on a Sunday. And then next up, we've got the Gauntlet here, which again is another great set. People love this. There we go. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers and a thumb. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those jewels, the Infinity Stones. And it's
a great looking set. Some great colors. Do you know what's also great though, Greg? The fact that RDM BDRX blah 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 did a super chat.
We call him Redman for sure.
Cool. I'm glad that there is a pronounceable name for that.
There is. I think I'm right in saying that. But Redman, my good friend, this is for you.
Oh my God, is this my acceptance to Hogwarts?
I love it. I'm going to get some more of those, folks. I promise you I will.
Best segue ever that was.
It really was. But in a nutshell, thank you so much, Redman. I really do appreciate it. I really do. You're the man. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Gauntlet. Lots of gold, lacquered gold. I think it is as well.
There's a fair amount of lacquered gold. If you actually look at it IRL, there's a lot of other colors like flat golds and dark nougats and things like that in there, which actually gives it that shading, which gives the image of it all being gold, but it's not.
Oh, it's not. Okay, interesting. I need to have a closer look at it. Thanks for that.
It's a cool looking set. Again, it's not something that's on my list to buy, but it's a great looking piece. It's another one of those like the Vader's meditation thing. You stick it on your coffee table, your friends come around and go, "What is that?" And you go, "Well, I'm amazing," and that's the Gauntlet. And they're like, "Yeah, you are amazing, Jake." Or at least if I had friends. Thank you.
You are, Jake. I'd imagine you've got friends queued outside your apartment, just dying to hang out with you. I would imagine.
Sure.
Big Bob Baron. He's got the same problems as me, folks. Valentine's Day cards always get stuck in the post. It's the thing. It really is. Axel Play. I've considered it. I enjoy physical things though. Mayo Hosco. It says, I'm sorry about disorganized community live stream. I had to cancel my time slot to get my vaccine. It does happen, mate. The vaccine's much more important than a live stream. It really is. And Isabel, the lovely Isabel Louise, says, I'd compliment your coffee table, Jake.
Thank you. I just need to get a coffee table now.
That sounds nice. Well, Isabel, is she from England? Is she from the United?
Yeah, she's from up north.
Up north?
She's one of my moderators on the Twitch.
Oh, no, that's lovely. Oh, good stuff. Anyway, welcome to the channel. And please do, folks, please do me a couple of things. Do check out Jake Studs. You'll find out his details in the description below. And also, do check him out on Instagram as well. And do check me out on Instagram as well. I don't mean literally, but, you know, we do actually quite a lot of stories during the week. And I think they're genuinely quite entertaining, especially your ones. If he's got a spot, folks, if he's got a new spot that's come up, he will find it. He really will.
I will only find it though when I will look in 1,000 mirrors and take 1,000 pictures of myself all day. It won't be until I decide to do an Instagram story, which are one take things and are so arduous to do like a second take off. So you have to do the 4 things and just go for it. Yeah, no, I always
That's the thing. That's the thing. So anyway, the next article is Marvel minifigures. Marvel minifigures, the streaming series, and that's true actually. All these ones are practically from what ifs or TV shows, folks. You've got Loki there, you've got Sylvie there. Now, what I like about Sylvie is that she comes with the accessory of an alligator, and of course we've got Throg, which is a cross between. Oh, he's got one there.
a whole bunch of them.
There we go.
Wow, I'm gonna try to hold them all in one hand ish. Oh, 2 hands maybe. Oh, I don't know. This is gonna be chaos. There you go.
Thank God I've got someone on who can actually say Falcon without it sounding like an expletive.
The Falcon?
Yeah. Trying to get Cy O'Connor to say it without getting your stream banned is actually quite difficult.
Yeah, no, I can hear that in an Irish accent being problematic. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
It is. So in this stream, we've got this. We've got the design manager, Astrid Grabik, talking about how they come to choosing their particular figures. Now, one of my favorite minifigures in this, and I was really surprised about this, is actually Vision. He's actually really, really good. From a distance, it looks a bit bland, but close up, he's actually an exceptional looking minifigure.
It's not going to focus on the figure, unfortunately. The best thing about these figures, I'm not sure if they've come in other sets before, but we have finally, and again, this is the first time I'm seeing it, capes with just 1 stud hole.
Yeah.
Why aren't these just the standard? 2 holes is so silly. It's so awkward to put on. They pop off and they don't look like. So the Spider-Man one is 2 studs, and it looks no different to Vision's cape than a 1 stud. Why do we need 2 stud holes in our capes? It's not needed.
I don't know. I don't know, mate. I honestly, genuinely don't know, but it is a thing. And I say what is the thing, folks, as well. If you actually subscribe to Blocks magazine, you'll have a chance at winning this set, which is, of course, the White Benatar on several Guardians of the Galaxy's article books, which is what it's all about. Actually, they're Marvel magazines. Let's call them that. But yeah. So they do that every month, folks. And I didn't realize actually 3,010 pieces that set comes with.
It's a big set.
Wow, that is a big set.
99% owl.
99% owl. Yeah. It always sounds like someone's hurt themselves when they say that, doesn't it? So anyway, so the price of this 3,010 piece set is £229, which is actually pretty good money for that. It comes with 3 minifigures and, like I said, 310 pieces. Is it me, right? But does that look like one of those old-fashioned toilet chain?
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
It does. It does
really
look
does,
like a
doesn't
toilet chain weight.
Yeah, I won't say the name of it because the name of them actually is quite rude. But it's not rude, but it's just the name of them. But what I will say, folks, yeah, if you ever go to an old-fashioned retro toilet, and I'm talking about something from the Victorian age, it does actually look like that. But anyway, moving on swiftly.
Sorry, you said that in a way like, oh, I'm just gonna go pop down to my local old-fashioned toilet, hang out, like it's an art gallery or something. No. Just, what part of London are you in, Greg? Where they're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna pop down to the old toilet, give a good old-fashioned chain pull
That's
there.
it. None of those infrared sensor things. We don't like that. We like a good old chain to yank on, don't we? It's just more satisfying for me. It really is. Anyway, moving on. Oh, sorry, I just whacked the camera. So anyway, so this is that piece here that young Jake was talking about earlier on, where you can sort of write your name on there. Now, I'm interested to know how. Before I turn the page, how many would you give this set out of 100? And I'm interested to know what you lovely lot out there think as well. How many out of 100 would you give this set?
The white Benatar.
The white Benatar. Yeah, the white Benatar. Come on, let's make it a meme, folks. We could do this.
I say probably. I'd personally give it like a 60, rough around a 60 out of 100.
60?
Like it's got some cool things. I think it's a lot all in one set. It's very overstimulating as a set, and also it just doesn't appeal to me. It's probably an amazing build. I just don't want it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
well, that's fine.
That's fair enough. Then you would score it low, I guess. But I'm interested to know what people out there would score it, because personally speaking, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world. I do appreciate it though, folks. I reckon it would definitely get a 95 at least. I'd give it.
I think Blocks magazine though is probably going to give it probably around like an 85 to 90, somewhere around there. I think it's there's only going to be 5 points somewhere around that.
Monarch says 89. He says it's almost perfect. Some of the pieces are fantastic, but the once built are kind of just there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's no okay. And Ian, wonderful Ian, he was with me on Friday, folks, streaming with us from the BrickBots, and they're going to be streaming tonight as well, folks. Do tune in later on 8:30 over to the BrickBots channel, and we've got Greg or Craig. Oh, that's an interesting name. Objectively, I'd give it 70, but it's still not for me. Well, I'm not the biggest fan in the world, but I think they're going to give it a 90s. But let's see what they're going to give it.
It's not on that page.
It's not on that page. I like the glasses. What are they going to give it? Oh, 99. Blimey. I think they like this set, didn't they? Look at that. 99.
That's that is some big. That's a big score to go on. You've really got to like
oh,
that's overconfident, really. What would have made that set a 100? Do they say that? What is the things must have been so minute to knock it 1 point.
Yeah, I mean, why would you not bother? Well, it's a bit like watching Strictly Come Dancing, and Craig Revel Hall gives a 9 and everyone else gives it a 10.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like there's always one, and it's always Craig. But yeah, these he goes. These Harry Potter props are a delight to build, but really impressed. Thanks to the final model's exceptional visual composition. I do think it's good, but I don't know why they would stop at 99. Really, I can see why they gave it that. Now this was from the Quidditch game, isn't it?
The Snitch.
The Snitch, and I believe the Snitch is actually available at the moment at the Lego stores.
It's a slightly different build. They had an event over this weekend, which sadly, when I went to the Lego store, I was late by like 20 minutes. They had already packed it all up. But you could go in and build a Snitch, yeah.
Cheers, Greg. Greg or Craig, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel as well, mate. If you want to be a big, hop on, become a big part of the LBB family, my friend, if you want to. Otherwise, please do check out Jake from over his channel. And you know what? While you're looking down in the description, do us a little favour, and everybody else, if you don't mind, give us a little thumbs up because it goes a little way for us to help us do what we do around here. Anyway, we get these figures. These, I imagine, are a bit controversial. Because
are they?
Well, they come with an expensive set. So does that make them quite valuable?
I mean, the Ninjago ones came like there was a gold one that came in the City Gardens, I believe. Like, I see no difference between this. I would prefer a chocolate frog card set. Just like, why not release like 5 or 6 of those of the figures that you get in it for like 20 odd quid? I'd much rather have a whole bunch of those rather than the white Benatar.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. I wonder how much it would be just on its own as well. But
that is like got to be like 80% of the cost.
Yeah. Those books do look good though. They look very Christmassy. And do you know what? Over December, I do fancy building Diagon Alley, because there's something about Harry Potter for me. It seems to fit perfectly, at least the feeling, the sense of it. It sits nicely between Halloween and Christmas to me.
Yeah, there was I think a couple of them were sort of set around that era, or at least like big scenes were set around that era in the movies. I'm not sure about the books, but
okay. And it says here about the Dumbledore minifigure is the perfect golden rendering of his appearance in the Philosopher's Stone, with printing all along his robes. And I tell you what, he was good. It was a very good one as well. Brickheads. He was an awesome brickhead. He was. So anyway, moving on and keeping up with Harry Potter. Now, these ones I'm a bit of a fan of these, and I do want to buy them.
I think they're great.
Yeah, I think what a great idea. I certainly would love to do my own sig fig in one of these forms.
Yes, I can 100% see more of these types of builds coming out for other sets, for non-licensed sets. Like, let's just Lego just satisfy the space community for 20 minutes, give them a giant blue minifig space suit, and then move on, and then maybe in a couple of years give them a night for the castle people so they would shut up for 20 minutes, and then we can move on again. And sort of like, this has to be something that they would eventually release. Do you remember when they released the for the Brickheads, they came out with a big square set that was a whole bunch of random bricks and whatnot, where you could learn to build your own, like yourself, as a brickhead.
£25, I think it was, and it was like, I remember the white.
It was really good value for money. Yeah.
Someone said about Boba big figure there. It must be a mock.
It's on Rebrickable. Yeah. Somebody's taken the same concept and rebricked it.
Yeah, Brick Von Baron says, how about those buildable figures? We need a version of these in the Brickheads. Yeah, I think Brickheads has still got a bit of life in it. I just wish that they would keep doing the license theme stuff, because
it's expensive.
Yeah, it is. I suppose it is. But I mean, Brickheads was gone home for a while, and then it just died a death. It really did. So anyway, I really like these. So they give these a 90 out of 100. The theme was
agree with that.
By far being the most varied and experimental since its return in 2018. And so you got Harry Potter and Hermione. I think that's again. I'm not saying it right. I do apologise.
Hermione.
How do you say it?
Hermione.
Hermione. Don't mind her, mind me. Hermione. Okay, got you. I'll have to write that down how I say it. Pronunciations, I have to do that all the time. Anyway, we've got Fawkes here, Dumbledore's Phoenix. That's a cool name. I wonder if that's a take of Guy Fawkes as well, the name.
I think it might be.
Yeah, got to be in it. Fire, Guy Fawkes. Not that he really ever lit up anything, mind, but we do enjoy the odd banger and sparkler on behalf of old Guy Fawkes. We really do. Though I think if that had happened more recently in the last sort of 20 years or so, I don't think we would actually be doing bonfires and stuff like that.
It's one of the oddest British traditions we have. It's a night where we all celebrate burning an effigy of someone based for their religion.
I know. It's
so weird. Weird.
It genuinely is one of the strangest things, folks, but it's proper British folklore. And it's one of those things. It's just, people love a bonfire. I know I do. I love a bonfire. I just don't love it if I get too close to them and it burns my eyebrows off, which has happened a couple of times, folks. But that's a story for another time. It really is. So Hogwarts Wizard's Chess. That looks quite nice. I like it.
It's great. It looks so good. IRL. I saw it in one of the display cases, and I
Yeah.
agree with whoever just said it, Greg or Craig, that it's too much, too low of a score. That is a crazy low score for that set. And that's going to be flying off the shelves this Christmas, guaranteed.
Are they monochrome figures? Are they? Or are they just literally? Because I like chess. I love.
So they are buildable, sort of stylized in the same way that the
Everyone's
characters are in the movie.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
like the pawns, etc. They're like hunched over sort of guards, but they use like the miner's helmet backwards and things like that. So there's like a whole bunch of like minifigure like stuff in there that we haven't gotten for ages in new colors.
Yeah.
That are in this set, and it's a playable set as well. Like they aren't. You can play with this. It's great.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good, and I enjoy chess. I enjoy a good game of chess. And if anyone's watched the Queen's Gambit or hasn't watched the Queen's Gambit, and you happen to like chess, do you know what? That's worth getting a couple of months worth of Netflix subscription just for that show alone. It really is. Now, this is a surprise one for me this year. 92 out of 100. I think that's a decent score for this.
Yeah.
It does. Do you know what? It's one of those sets, a bit like what the Harry Potter icon set is for Jake. He does. I got no use for it whatsoever, but I really appreciate it. I really can.
Yeah, same.
Love
absolutely same. It would look amazing in here, but there are so many other things I want that I would like to put in here as well, and that's a lot of money, and it's big, and like I don't know, it's really cool. It's just not something I'm probably going to buy.
It's quite expensive, actually, when you think that the Harry Potter set, or rather the icons set, is. I don't know. I'm a bit of a piece per part count bod. 3,000 pieces, 229. Now, it's not the be all and end all, folks. It really isn't. But I do think £180 for 2,000 pieces. Yeah, maybe it's about right. But I love the colour. Sand green looks amazing. It's very clever. Another set that have come out with a letter on it. There we go. It's the thing this year. It really is. I love letters.
In the set, there's like several different versions of that letter to be all in different languages, because it's a letter from the founder of the founder's family, the current owners of the Lego group, I believe.
I see. Okay. Greg or Craig says, Greg or Craig, tell me a little bit about how your name come to be. I'm interested in that, only because I'm a Greg as well. Or is it a Grigor Craig? Is that it? Because obviously my name is actually Gregory, so you're just missing the Y off there for me, anyway. But he goes on, presumably I know what you mean. Display pieces that look like currently existing things don't make much sense to me, and that's fair enough. I can appreciate it. It's one of those things. I think if I was someone that collected Lego because I liked odd display things in a minimalistic kind of way, there'd be one of the things I get. Like I was down in the cabin yesterday, and I took one set down with me, and I wanted to make a point of it being the first set in the cabin. Bearing in mind it's all white down there. Is the Everyone is Awesome set, because it just pings
amazing
colour in
best
the
set.
Yeah, one of the best sets of the year. It really is, without a doubt. So one of the other best sets of the year, without a shadow of a doubt, to a lot of people anyway, especially Star Wars fans, is the Republic Gunships set number 75309. It's £329. That is expensive, folks. Comes with a big hefty 3,292 piece count, and of course we get two minifigures, which is nice. But yeah, it's do you know what? It's a big set, but you got to remember this, folks. It's quite hollow. You know what I mean? It's kind of like there's a lot of hollowness to it, and I'm intrigued actually. What set would you lovely lot out there? I just not really apples for apples, to be fair. If they were the same price, say this, folks. Let me know what you think. If these were the same price, what ship would you rather have? The destroyer, right, or the gunship? Put G in there for gunship. Put D in there for Star Destroyer. I'd be interested to know what you think about that, folks. I really would do. But it isn't like it's a big set. Like even I was quite kind of impressed how.
Oh, it's massive. The photos of it really don't do its scale. The only time I ever saw it, and I was like, oh, it's absolutely massive. When it was, I've forgotten his name. The guy who like revealed it on YouTube. I can't remember his name. But he has a photo of him in his Instagram holding it, and it's like he sat down, but it's like from table and above him, and he seems like an average to tall height person. He's it's massive. I just can't remember his name though.
But he's a massive set.
David Solid Bricks. Thank you, Connor.
Oh, David from Solid Bricks.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Now, Destroyer. We've got Destroyer. I think Gunship, Destroyer. The thing is with the Gunship for me, it's just that it's not iconic enough for me. That's the only thing. But I'll probably end up getting it one day. Well, I don't know if the AT-AT comes out and like you're a bit pushed for. Oh my God, the Millennium Falcon's not going to be around anymore. I'll probably end up buying that at the last minute. But anyway, then we got these sets. Jaw Mandalore. Personally speaking, I think it's a terrible set. It comes with 147 pieces. It only retails for £17.99. It just looks like, to me, that the minifigures make this set, folks. They really do. You've got obviously Darth Maul and Ahsoka, and you've got what looks like a porta cabin here, and just a glorified Victorian toilet there as well. I think that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't really do much for me, that set. I think you're going to buy it for the minifigures. That's about it, I think, Jake.
I mean, I have the set. I still haven't built it yet. I bought it because I'm a fan of the Clone Wars series. It's a pinnacle, iconic scene which kind of further explains the lore and why Anakin turning to the dark side was such a interesting, important moment of what he represents and what he did represent and things like that. And I mean, for those who haven't seen it, and again, genuine spoilers, this is the scene where Ahsoka discovers that Maul is pretty much after the same thing as she is, but he's just going about it in a very different way. So she has to battle with herself to understand why, and then sort of, does what she does, and so forth does the rest of the series and the movies and all this other stuff that we're getting.
The other thing I will say, and this is just an observational thing, folks. I love a bit of observation. I really do. Right? This set is £17.99. This set is £329. Now, for obvious reasons, they are the difference in cost. Which minifigures are the best minifigures? These two? Or those two? Just saying. Just saying. And what I loved about this scene, and I got goosebumps thinking about it, folks, is our good friend Darth Maul actually works out what Palpatine's up to at that point, isn't he? He's worked out exactly what his game is. And that's one of the main reasons I actually love Darth Maul. In fact, my favorite Clone Wars and Star Wars character is Count Dooku. I think he's just simply amazing. I really do. But that's a story for another day, most likely. Anyway, Mandalorian Starfire, love this ship. I think it's awesome. I love it on the Mandalorian himself. Again, 3 cool minifigures, 66 out of 100. I think I would have given that at least 77 personally. But I like the shape of it. I like the design of it. It looks like a really cool looking starfighter. They say their verdict is this set is decent, if imperfect, replica of the Mandalorian ship with some very appealing minifigures.
I don't get this whole thing within the AFOL community, and this maybe not even be the platform to bring it up, but the idea of the imperfect, the lack of detail on a Lego set. Lego itself has an art style. It's it's a creative piece within itself. These are all an artist's interpretation of another artist's interpretation of another thing. Like, of course they're going to be imperfect and not super detailed, but that's kind of like the joy of Lego, the simplicity in the designs. Like, if you want like super detail, go buy the Hasbro stuff. Go buy the stuff where it's 4,000 times the price of the Lego because of the detail, because they're putting the money into these molds and things like that.
They really do, and I'm just throwing this out there, folks. Right? I never thought I would ever say this, but I will buy a Playmobil set, and I will buy the Starship Enterprise Playmobil because it is sensational. It's about £400. I'm going to get it in the sales, by the way.
Why Playmobil? What did Playmobil turn around to the owners of that license and be like, look, we've got an idea? How much did they just like dump on the table before they said hi?
Yeah,
like...
yeah. I mean, and it's massive. It's giant. It's over. I think it's just under or just over a meter in length, and it's got all the Star Wars figures from the original series, and it's just out of this world. It's just unbelievable. I'm just going to have it as a display piece, but it's going to be one of the most random things I've ever bought. But I'm hoping it will go 50% because I can't imagine many kids buying it for. I mean, how many kids know what the original series Starship Enterprise looks like? And secondly, how many kids have got 400 quid to spend on a bloody Enterprise anyway? Playmobil set.
What would the Playmobil adult Playmobil community be called? Because we call ourselves AFOLs. Would there be like polls? Playmobil APOLs?
APOLs. I don't know actually.
Adult fans AFOP? Would they be AFOPs?
AFOPs? No idea.
Adult fans of Playmobil AFOP?
I'll have to research that one.
P4.
There is, I don't even know. Yeah, key fobs. Is there even a Playmobil community? It's arguably more childish than Lego, but there we go. It's ready made. There's not really too much to it when it's done. Anyway, so we've got the Infiniti Gauntlet with its 4 fingers and a thumb. It gets 89 out of 100, which is fair enough. We're going to speed up a little bit through this now. We've got set number 762, Brothor's New Asgard, gets 82%. I would have given it more than that personally. I think it's much better than that. The amount of detail that has been packed into such a modest footprint is truly impressive. Personally, I would have given that about 80. Do you know what? Sorry, I'll give it 90. I think it's that good. I really liked it. Have you got this set?
No, I have not got this set yet.
You need to get this set. I really like it. I think you will too, Jake. I really do. We've got some video stuff. This is the boombox that currently at the moment, folks, in Smith's, according to our good friend Jake here, it is 50% off.
Yeah,
so
I think it's like 56, 57. I'm gonna Google this a second.
Because it's 996 pieces. So to get that for say something like £45 is exceptional value for money. It really is.
Yeah, it's currently £50
wow.
on their website at the moment. It's normally 90. So
yeah, that's worth getting. Then that's 100% worth getting because it does look like a proper 80s. You know, as they've said here, a classic style. Anyway,
I want to get one, and then I want to put them in my thing next to the Fender guitar. I think those two next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, they look amazing.
Yeah, they would. They really would. Bloody, it's Mayo Hosco says it's 4:06 in South Australia. Nice chatting with everyone. Good night, everybody. Mayo, good night, my friend. Wow, that is a late one. Or is it an early one? Well, he's going to bed, so I suppose it's a late one. Then we got this set as well, 10279, the Volkswagen T2 Camper van. That is a modest £150 and comes with 2,207 pieces. They've done some nice artwork here. I like that. It's very nice. The asymmetric nature of the T2 means that it's reasonably free of repetition. And I guess it is asymmetric, actually. I love these chairs. I've seen them at the Leicester Square store. They're incredible. And what do they give that out of 100? Well, they give it quite a big spill, actually. That's a nice picture. I like that. Good photography there, Blocks magazine. I'm liking that. Quite a big spill on it. I give it 83. Now,
83 is probably around fair.
Yeah. There's a few people I've heard that actually say that it hasn't actually built as solidly as the previous one.
No, it's built in an odd way. I believe you build like the front of it first, sort of upwards, and then you build like the roof and then down, so a lot of it kind of like half hangs, if I remember rightly. I haven't built it. I don't think I'm going to get it for myself, but it's looking most likely like a Christmas present for a family member.
Yeah. No, that's a good shout, and I will get it one day. I'm just not going to get it immediately. It'll be one of those ones I get when it goes on, I don't know, sale, 30% off at John Lewis or something like that. I think that's what I'm going to get. Though, just to give you a spotlight, a brick spotlight, folks, it's not often that the most intriguing new element is a Technic pin, but this one is something special. We've got ourselves a new Technic pin, folks. It's green.
It's a Technic pin one side, and then the other side it's a reverse stud, so you can put studs. Yeah, you start attaching systems to a Technic pin.
That's cool. That's very cool. I love the wheels on this as well. The hubcaps, they're very good. Nice color. I got the Beetle as well. Need to build it. I bought the Beetle. That was 50% off at John Lewis. That was
the new one in that color or the yellow.
Oh no, that's the Fiat you're talking about. This is the Beetle. This was at John Lewis at 50% off.
There's so many Lego cars.
There are. Now talking Lego cars, this is the Hall of Fame. Now this is the sets that you need in your collection according to Block reviewers, not the fans themselves, but the actual reviewers. Now the one thing I do think is interesting is that in the top 10 here, we've got 1, 2, 3 Ninjago sets. And that's pretty impressive for a theme that's actually their homegrown theme. I think that's pretty good going. And just to give you some sort of idea, the Lego Idea set, which Pirates of Barracuda Bay, gets 100. So does the Ford Mustang. Batmobile from 1989 gets 99. Personally, that's my favourite set I've ever built, folks. I'd have given that 100. And there we are. Hogwarts Icons Collections Edition with the white Benatar comes in with 99. And as we said before, folks, why leave it at 99? Just give it 100. But there we go. Some great... there's a Lego Ideas one. Is there Steamboat Willie? We talked about that earlier on as well. And in the top 10, that means poor old Millennium Falcon, set number 75192, has been relegated to number 11. There we go. Some pretty good stuff going on there. Clayface is actually a set I wouldn't mind buying. I think it's still reasonably priced. So moving on swiftly now, folks, we'll do about another 5 minutes of the magazine, and then we'll get ourselves a little bit ready for doing the Kahoot. So hopefully a few of you will stick around to do that. It's only going to be 11 questions, folks, so not a terribly long one, but just a little bit of fun to do for the end of the stream. But at the moment, there is a survey going, and I'm asking you, peeps, how many questions would you like to see at the end of these? And the most of you are actually saying 35. 35% of you are saying you'd like to see 21 questions at the end of this stream.
Wow, that's a lot of questions.
That is a lot of questions, folks.
You're going to have to really, really, really read this book, these magazines to get that many questions out of it.
I know. But we'll do 11. Maybe I'll meet you halfway, folks. Maybe I'll do something like, I don't know, 17 or something like that. I always think odd numbers are best. Anyway, Hogwarts Castle. Now, I had the Brick Bods on the other night, and they were saying how what a pain in the backside it is that they've gone back to the green roofs as opposed to the grey roofs, and making them all kind of fit together and look like they're one piece as opposed to separate pieces. In Blocks magazine issue 83, they fixed that by giving them all grey roofs. It goes a completed mod to integrate into the full Hogwarts, which looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It looks great. I don't understand why people got upset about why it didn't connect together. I don't think they were ever thought about to connect together, because the new ones that are out there, they're more of sort of a celebration of past sets and whatnot, rather than sort of we're gonna give you a modular Hogwarts.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. I think what they do though with the Hogwarts stuff is pretty good, and I like what they've done there, because to me that looks like it would integrate quite nicely into a city, albeit a sort of an old part of the city. But that's what I got Diagon Alley for. I'm not bothering with any of those Hogwarts sets. Now, something I do always like to bother with is looking at what people are doing with the mocks out there. So we have a kind of a little bit of a thing going on with Lego Ideas. But this one's quite cool. This looks like it's made of TIE fighter parts. and made into some sort of, I don't know, micro scale space station or something like that, which looks pretty damn good. I'm liking this sandwich. That train just looks beautiful. And this here, I don't know what it is. It's called some sort of traveller's thing, horse-drawn caravan. I think looks really good as well. This looks quite fun. Is that a bionicle head?
That is, yeah. That's a Bonkel mask, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, now I don't know a thing about bionicle, folks, but this looks pretty good. And he's a bionicle dude. He's called the Great Spirit Robot.
It was like Bionicle's god.
What was that? Is it Joe Pope? He's saying, can I flip back to that? Well, I will do as you've asked for it, only because I think this is a really cool use of ghost wings in a Lego set. It goes, the crafting of this iconic ghoul's body using an expertly grasped combination of sideways construction techniques. It's Slimer from Ghostbusters, and it will look amazing in anyone's collection, especially around the Halloween season, folks. That is done the organic matter, like slime. Is organic matter slime? To convey, yet Zio Chow makes it look easy. But yeah, Zio Chow. Check out Zio Chow, folks, because they look like they know a thing or two about mocks, and I do like the way they've done that brick technique there, because it's to scale with Slimer. It's very clever. But yeah, that does look really good, doesn't it? I mean, it literally looks like it's oozing out of their body. Which is of course Slimer. So yeah, I'm cool to go back, folks. I'm just a bit mindful on time. That's all. I don't want to overstream the brick bots who are going to be on at past. So yeah, the Great Spirit Robot. I started with the head, as its shape is quite difficult to capture. They've done a good job. Anyway, Bionicle. It looks like they've given it a bit of the UCS look on it, which looks kind of cool. Yeah, does that do anything for you? I mean, you sound like you was a bit of a Bionicle fan back in the day.
I'm like an old school Bonkel fan. You know, there was a theme that I had growing up. I've got all of my, most of my childhood Bonkel stuff. I've built a couple of them. I've got a load I've still got to sort out and things like that. I don't really remember the Great Spirit robot, but I think that came later on in the lore of Bionicle. I kind of my dark period sort of started to because I never went into like a true dark period, but like the gray period per se is a kind of hit from like the Mask of Light onwards, and I don't think the Great Spirit Bot was. I think it was like reference, but you never saw it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. Cool. I tell you what, one of my favorite all-time movies back in the 80s, 1987, folks. I think I was only about 5, and this recreation of Ed 209. It's an awesome looking mock. The Lego enforcement droid isn't likely to malfunction. It looks amazing, doesn't it? It really does.
It's sick. That's so cool.
That is a cool looking set. In fact, have we ever had a RoboCop minifigure? Anyone out there ever known that? But I love it. It says the original RoboCop movie from 1987 is memorable for many reasons, not least its hyper-violent dystopian take on the near future. Yeah, I tell you what, folks,
violent.
I'd buy that for $1. Just saying. So
just $1, not more.
Yeah, I'll buy that for $1.
Right. Okay.
I think that was the catchphrase from that movie. If it wasn't, it says it's from like a pound shop or something like that, doesn't it? That could be their catchphrase. Look at this, folks. Do you know what I really fancy doing? This is what somebody's done. They've actually bought 2 of those castles. Now, the likes of Barry, if he's listening in, he loves his castles, and people do seem to be hyperactive when it comes to the old castles thing. But that is 2 castles put together, and it does look good, doesn't it?
It looks great, and I think hyperactive is the correct word for that community, a subsection of the community.
They love it. They do. They love it, and they're certainly making their voices heard. And to be fair, they are buying them. Blocks magazine. Now we've got the new Blocks minifigures coming soon, and hopefully, if all goes well, folks, I'll be reviewing these minifigures next month as well, which is kind of exciting. So we can take a little look at them. We've got Tips and Bricks as well. Now I met Tips and Bricks a couple of weeks ago when I went to the London Brick Festival in London, obviously, and that it was good fun actually meeting some of the team from that. And I was thinking in a couple of weeks of going up to Milton Keynes, but apparently, in fact, it's not apparently, folks, it's a fact. The London Brick Festival is coming back in February in next year. So I was like, oh, you know what? I could actually, I could miss that one and just go to the one in February because it's only a few months away. So I'm going to do that. Rewind this month. So Rewind is all about Daniel looking back along with Graham, looking back at the history of Lego sets. And this month, they look at the Lego Westerns second year presented the ingenious people of America in sets packed with new elements. In other words, folks, Native Americans, which looks kind of cool. A really wicked looking horse there. I'm liking that. But these, you've got these TPs. I mean, look at that. I mean, my God, how much do you reckon these base plates cost these days?
Oh, well, they're like 20, 30 quid a base plate, easy, in like not very good condition.
No, they'd probably be blue and faded as well, I would have thought.
Yeah, probably.
We've got Lego Loser in the house as well. We managed to get our food at 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, 1 o'clock in the morning. It says like you had a long day out, and we arrived at home at 2. Just being stupid half the time. Good stuff. Hope you're well, Lego Loser. So anyway, and then what they do after those particular articles, they then do something called Rebuild. And in this one, they're doing a TP, which isn't made of material like these ones are. They're actually made of bricks. And I think actually they make a jolly good.
That building method for the TP,
Yes.
I think it's similar to the one that's in the Mandalorian set.
Yeah.
I took that actual one apart, so I can't show it. But it's the one for the Sand Raiders hut. I think it's a similar technique.
Yeah,
and it's a very good technique.
This piece being in the most important part of it, and everything just builds off it. You just kind of make several versions of these kind of what you call it, wedge plates, and then boom, just make one different one. Add a few kind of semicircular tiles to it. Give it a little bit of greebling. Yeah, good job. I like it. Looks very, very good. Then we've got the Blocks BRICTIONARY, which is always funny. My favourite word of the month is this one, or favourite acronyms, BURP. And that means big, ugly rock piece. I think that's a jolly good acronym, that.
So it's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one. To name but a few, and we've got the bundles of them in there. They've got some Lego events as well. I wonder if they're talking about the October one. Brick World, Red Hill. Oh, Red Hill's not a billion miles away from me, as it happens. Might have a look at that. Red Hill Brick. It's in Surrey. That one is, folks. That's easy to get to on the southern route out of London Bridge. Go on at London Bridge. You can go directly to Red Hill from there. Might have to check that one out. So watch this space. And then we've got From the Vault. We've got Kurt Christensen, the Lego Group's third generation owner, has occupied many roles, but this is his first saw him in the spotlight. And he was actually on a set, folks, back in the day. That's pretty cool. I'm liking that. It's actually a nice sort of set. I think they were called Town back in those days. So anyway, then we've got Blocks Magazine, the top 10 largest sets, Star Wars, Harry Potter art, plus a new entry next month in shops October the 7th. So I don't know why I don't know why their Twitch has been saying that it's coming out the next day or so. I think whoever's doing their Twitter account might have got mixed up because it comes out October the 7th. So look out for that then, folks. That will be when's that? That's about another week away at least, another 10 days. And that concludes that. We've got some Like My Bricks, who I think actually have been doing some stuff with Tommy C Bricks on his channel. He's coming out with some great videos recently. He has. And that is it, folks. That is Blocks Magazine, issue number 83, which features on the front cover the white Benatar. It's amazing. It really is. But there we go. What do you think of that then, folks? It's a pretty cool magazine, isn't it? I enjoyed going through that with you lovely lot. How long did we do it in? 1 hour 51. Okay, we were about 20 minutes longer than normal, but you know what? Sometimes it goes like that because we just have a bit of a chit chat about it, Jake, don't we?
Yeah.
That's the thing. So now what happens is now we do a bit of a switch up. I've got to now get the Kahoot ready, and Jake is going to keep you guys kind of in line around anyway. for the next sort of I just need 5 minutes, folks, to get it ready. That's all I need.
Oh, cool.
Are you okay with that, Jake?
Sure. Why not? Yeah, sure. You know, just drop that on somebody and entertain the kids. Entertain the kids, Jake. Do your little dance. Come on, I just need 5 minutes apiece. Just go and do your little thing, Jake, please. Sure. Why not? Yeah.
I can maybe help you out here. I can bring in some music if you like. Let me just get rid of that from there, so that will help us out. And what I'll do is, folks. So what you got to do is just everyone's got to go over to Kahoot.it who want to join the game, and then what happens is you'll get a PIN number, and I'm just going to go and work all that out for you now. And when I come back in again, you just put the PIN number in, and then boom, you're in the game. It's as easy as that, folks. It really is. So get yourselves over to Kahoot.it, and you'll be able to see all the questions and all the pictures and that on your screen. You can do it on your mobile phone or something like that, folks. It's dead easy. Let's bring in some music for our good friend, because they're used to listening to music. They really are. Let me just see if I can bring it back in again. So I'm just going to go to this area. Just got to find it, in all honesty. But there we go. Let's open that up and let's share this. Oh, hello. Let's turn it down a little bit. There we go. Looks kind of funky, isn't it? Look at that. It's there in the background. It's a little hack, actually, to do that, folks. If anyone wondering how they do that, you basically just share a video from it, and my video's just got lots of music on it. That's it. That's not too loud for you, is it, Jake?
No, it's fine my end. If it's good on everyone else's end, then that's all right.
Yeah, is that volume okay for you, lovely lot out there? I'm only going to be literally 2 minutes, folks. That's all it's going to be. I'm just going to set it up. That's all.
What is Lego Loser here saying? Jake, what would you say if there was a chocolate spread all over my bathroom? I'd be like, why has somebody decided to start decorating with food? Yeah. That sounds like a very big waste of food.
Yeah, I had that happen to me once, and it turned out my dog had a very bad stomach that night.
That's not chocolate.
It certainly wasn't, folks.
That's
no. It really did.
No, that's not chocolate. Isabel says, what am I building at the moment? And what am I going to be building on the Ray Train on Tuesday? With a flawless segue to a gross self promo. Thanks, Isabel. Currently at the moment, I'm building the 3-in-1 space set. We're currently building the last bag of the Discovery. That's been a fun set so far, and then we're going to move on to the Saturn V, I think. I don't know. We just sort of like we make a lot of things up as we go along on the Twitch. On Tuesdays, I'm part of a Ray Train, which is like at this point 17-ish hours of continuous Lego brick building streamers, starting with who is known as the greatest streamer in the multiverse, Bricks O'Brien, who then raids into myself. I then raid into the one and only Tricky of the Bricks, Flynn, who raids into Supercomputer, who raids into Sapience, who raids into April, who raids into April B, and then raids into Between the Bricks, Dan, who raids into another Lego Master from Australia Season 1, Billsy. So it's a chock-a-block stream that starts at 7 p.m. BST with Bricks O'Brien, and then it's just continuous fun, and you should all be there. It's a lot. It's just great. It's great. Brian starts off with a bunch of Lego news, brings the spice, the goss from the Legoverse, and then it's building and chit chats, and a lovely bit of chaos. Lovely bit of chaos. Jake's nickname from now on can be Uncle Jake. Oh, why am I being called Uncle Jake? Did I miss something? What did I miss? Why am I being called Uncle Jake? I'm so confused. And then on Saturdays I also stream on the Twitch, where I do a whole bunch of other things. This Saturday, I did opening blind bags, CMF blind bags. We opened up a dot pack. We went through some recent builder minifigs that I got from the builder minifig wall. We did a live review of the Bricks of Brian minifigure. Sometimes we play Lego video games. I built once a Lego themed version of Quiplash, which we might play again soon. It's just a whole lot of randomness. Originally, we were on the Weekend Studs, which is Saturday streams. We built this over 3 months. I don't have another big set to do at the moment, so it's buildings mostly on Tuesdays and absolute randomness on Saturdays at the moment. That's kind of where we're at. Jake, your mother sighs, so I'm lucky. That's fair. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, fair. You're technically Uncle Jake. You're the unexperienced babysitter. Oh, okay. That's an also fairly fair response.
You are Uncle Jake. I'm liking that. It's a good nickname.
I'm sure.
It really is. That's interesting. So when I share something else, it then turns off the music for the other thing. Let me just see if I can add that to it. Anyway, folks, that's the pin. So get yourself over to Kahoot and Kahoot.it and get your names in there. Come on, we'll try and get at least 10 of you in there. There's 28 of you out there at the moment. Let's get a few of you in, shall we?
Getting the iPad out. I mean serious business here now. I've got a reputation to uphold from last time.
Well, this is true. Si's in there. That's good. Jake Studs is in there, of course. Smiling Imp, Tommy D, Simon. We'll keep it going for a few minutes, folks. This will be 11 questions based on the Blocks magazine issue 83. But do you know what? There's a few in there that you don't actually have to have known.
I hope y'all were taking notes, because it's now pop quiz time. If you fail this, unfortunately, you do fail AFOL 101. You do have to retake the entire year again. That does mean living through COVID as well. So
the Brick Bods is in there. Now, don't forget, folks, the Brick Bods, they're going to be streaming in half an hour. So do check out their channel. Actually, Brick Bods, I think I'm going to drop you a message. Actually, let's do that. Star. A little bit of Instagram. I'll tell you what I've been seeing on Instagram, though, this weekend is an absolute abundance of people who are doing massive castle sets. Because Cranky is in Denmark at the moment, isn't she?
I think so. I think she might be on her way back. She did a stream from their little convention thing they had. So that was really cool. She kind of took us around the convention hall and showed off everyone's mocks and things like that. It was sick. It's really, really cool. What about me squirting? Squirty things? No such words have ever been said from my mouth. I don't know what you're on about, Lego Loser. I have no idea. No idea what you're on about with squirty or butter or zebras. No, I have zero idea.
Look at people's names. I love that. Lego Loser. That gives away that you're young and innocent. It does. Lego Loser. Greg's crack. Arse. Okay, folks, we'll give you a couple more minutes to come in. Got 11 of you, which is pretty damn good. Always loving that. Because, oh God, trolls. No, they're those trolls are okay.
Greg should add some geography questions to a future quiz. Yeah, like Lego geography or...
Yeah.
Okay, is that a thing? Is Lego geography a thing? Shall we do that? I
Lego
don't know.
geography. I don't know.
Lego geography.
If it's in the magazine, then it'll be there.
Fair.
At least some of it will be there. That's for sure. Let's see. The brick bots. Give you guys give you a couple more minutes, folks, and then we'll have 11 of you in there for the ride. So if anyone else wants to join, just simply go to kahoot.it and then pop in that PIN number, and then we'll be on our way. Yeah, Minark, if we don't get Greg's right nut, then Tech isn't lurking. This is true, actually. I haven't seen Tech today. Now, interestingly, folks, while we're waiting for you lovely lot to come in there, I've got 12 Lego Fan 101s in the house. Overwhelmingly, 34% of you, and thank you for all the votes as well, folks. That's 44 votes. Love that. Want 21 questions. So, blimey, we'll have to whiz through those ones. Maybe the next one we'll do, say, 17 or something like that. But anyway, anyone who wants to pop in, we'll give you a couple more minutes. Jake's in there. Jake's in there a couple of times, by the looks of it. Jake Studs. Well, you're Jake Studs and Jake Squirty. Jake Squirty. He just about to get away with that one, folks. The Jake Squirty.
I have no idea what they're on about. I've never said any such words, and it definitely wasn't related to being on a stream with a very important charity director for the American Cancer Society. None of that happened, and it doesn't exist. You guys know nothing at all.
Wonderful. No, I'm just throwing it out there, folks. But next month's magazine. And I do hope you're enjoying the live version of this, because what I think Blocks Magazine is really good to stream for is simply because it's just a good conversation for a couple of hours. Don't you think, Jake? Yeah.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I'm definitely gonna pick up the next one because I'm traveling around London a little bit more now in this current world. And I know for a fact, I think you can get Blocks Magazine in the WH Smiths in Waterloo Station. So I will be heading past there to pick up the next one myself.
Good stuff. Right. Okay, folks, I think we've got enough of you in there. There's a good, healthy 12 of you. So I think now we'll start getting on with it. So here we go. Set yourselves ready. Blocks Magazine, issue 83. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Eyes down, everybody. Quiz question. How many fingers are assembled with set number 76191, the Infiniti Gauntlet?
Wait. Fingers of... How did you quantify this one? What's a finger and what's not?
Exactly. Is it 5, 3, 2, or 4?
This is going to be... Greg, that's not fair.
I think he's overthought that one, folks. 5, 7. How many people put 5 fingers in there? Blimey. Where are you lot from? Tiverton in Devon, by the sounds of it. I can't believe that only 3 of you got that right. What's going on? Anyway, that's I'm gonna. That is funny. Anyway, let's see.
Just uncalled for, Craig. Just uncalled for.
Well, Simon, magnificent work there, Simon. He got 922. Jake Scracy, he got 912. Now, the one thing I will say to you folks is the thing to remember with this quiz is that you might get it right. Simon obviously got it right. Jake obviously got it right. Red Carnage, good to see you, dude. He got it right. But the deal is you've got to be quick. So whoever's the quickest to it. So anyway, should we go for the next one, Jake? Here we go. Jake's...
Yeah, sure, fine, sure. As long as, you know, it's a little bit more accurate, I suppose.
A little bit more accurate. Here we go.
You know.
I'm sorry, I'm on the VAR, man.
Yeah.
Next
Where's the referee?
Name the bird on the cover of this month's Block Magazine.
Benatar?
Is it Ludwig, Hedwig, the White Benatar, or the Phoenix? Blimey, everyone's straight into that one. Hedwig. No messing with that one.
We know our birds, Greg.
You know
Don't mock us like that. You've already mocked us with your finger thumb thing. Don't you dare mock us again by telling us we don't know our birds. We know our birds, Greg.
I love it. I really do. Anyway, let's see how that one changes things up a bit. Lego loser, it does, but it sounds so weird. Jake Squirty's right up there. He really is. Tommy Dempsey, 2, Miru, and Lego loser saying, Minark, I reckon he's Squirty C. Everyone wants to know who Squirty C is. Squirty C. It says like something from a cartoon from the 80s. Anyway, he's right up there. Is Jake Squirty, and so is Simon. Red Carnage. He's very close behind on third. Anyway, next question. Question 3 of 11. How many minifigures came with this year's Marvel CMF series? Was it 8, 10, 12, or 16?
I think I clicked the wrong one.
No, Jake.
I think I clicked the wrong one, and I clicked it so quick.
Did you?
I was like, bam!
I love it.
Oh,
you got it right. Did you get it
got
right?
You got it right.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm loving it. All right. Good. Let's see how that changes things. Someone got it wrong. Oh, Simon's on fire at the moment. Simon has the highest answer streak even of 3. Blimey.
All right, Simon.
Fantastic.
All right.
He's doing very, very well. Nice
All
one.
right,
Simon.
we get it.
Lego Fan 101 has popped into the top 4 and on. He's there as well with 1,930 points. Well done. So, question 4 is, what Marvel minifigure did Trog come with as an accessory? Ooh. Was it Loki, Sylvie, Vision, or Falcon? I thought I spelled Falcon.
So slow on that one. I was so slow.
Peter Knight says, I'm now in 6. And most of you have gone for what seems to be the right one. And the right one is Loki. And, Jake Squirty is miles ahead of people. He's going absolutely crazy better. And on. He keeps going on, and he's moved into 3rd place. So question 4 of 11. Heads down, folks. Up 3 places. Smiling Imp is the highest climber. Smiling Imp. Good work. Next one. Get your heads down, folks. Here we go. On set 21327, the typewriter. Where do you find the B key? Yeah. Well, if you're not sure, better wait for it to appear. Where will you find the B key?
I think I got that one. I have a keyboard in front of me, and I was like, oh, I hope they're the same.
Most of you got that one. Very well done, folks. Very well done. Peter Knight saying, I'm in 4th. And Lego Loser says, I'm guessing. You don't have to guess these ones all the time. You just got to wait for them to materialize. That's all you got to do. So
Lego Loser, the best way to do it is just to pick up whatever device and just headbutt it. You'll eventually get an answer.
Love it. Anyway, Jake Squirty is still in at number 1. Cy O'Connor, who's come out of nowhere. He's straight in at number 2 with 3,789 points.
I think whoever Jake Squirty C is, I think they've hacked your Kahoot. Surely they're cheating at this point.
I don't know. It's not. It's one thing's for sure. It's certainly not me. 7 players have reached answer streak of 4. Fantastic work, guys. Maybe I'm making this too easy for you lot. I don't know. But anyway, let's go to the next question. It's question 6 of 11. And it is, what score did Blocks magazine give the Republic gunship? Was it 84, 88, 94, or 98? What did they give it, folks?
Oh, I think I clicked the wrong one again.
Yeah,
I did.
That changed everything around that one. Only one of you got that right. One person got that question right. Now the big question is, who was it? Will it tell us here?
Of course, they've hacked it. They've hacked it. They've definitely hacked it.
This is someone.
It's you, Greg, isn't it? You're Jake Squirty C. You know the answers.
It's not me.
It's you. We know it now.
It's not. It's not. It really isn't. I love it though. Brickstage Pass. He says, I missed this one. What did you say? You missed it. 88 is wrong. Well, 88 definitely is wrong. Yeah. It was. What is this? Have I missed the quiz? Chris, you kind of have, really, I suppose. We're at number, I think we're at number 7 now.
Well, halfway through it.
We're halfway through it, but if you want to join in, you can. I think the number's in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. But anyway, next question, folks. Let's see. Come on. Cy O'Connor, he's in with a shout, I think. Minark's there as well. But yeah, blimey, Jake Squirty, he's banging it. Literally. So for the Jordan Mandalore set, how many pieces does the set come with? Is it 1,147? Is it?
Oh no, my thing zoomed in instead of clicking. Oh,
is it 3,147 or 347? How many pieces is it?
Clearly 3,147.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Our survey says. God, again, that really divided people. 5 of you got that right. Well done, you 5.
Sorry, who thought it was 1,000 pieces?
I don't know.
I think it's in the smallest box Lego make.
I tell you, I even emphasised that set when we was going through it. Arguably, the minifigures in that set are better than the ones that come with the UCS gunship. Anyway, let's keep it going, folks. Ooh, Jake
on the leaderboard. There we go.
He's there.
Come on.
Number 4.
Jake Square. See, I'm coming for you, Jake.
Jake,
bring it.
Jake. Connor though. He must be. He's heavily focused. So you can tell Sai is not saying anything in the chat. Anyway, keep it up, folks. You're doing really, really well. The whole lot of you. Anyway, we've still got 4 questions to go. Question number 8. Make that 3 questions. In this month's Rewind article, what theme did they look for? City, Ninjago, space, or Western? What was it? Gregor Craig says, bye, I look forward to the next stream. Hopefully, I can be there from the start next time. Take care, Greg. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, my friend. Toodaloo, indeed. Tommy Dempsey says, I'm 93 points behind Greg's. But yeah, no, only one of you got that wrong. And let's hope it was Squirty. Oh, it wasn't, but Cy O'Connor's there. Look at him, look, 5,639. Cy O'Connor, he's in a very strong position. Anyway, let's go. There's a couple more questions left, folks. It's still all up for grabs, especially you lot in 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Blimey, it's like there's
whoever's Jake Square. You see, I hope your device runs out of battery.
You never know. We can milk it for all we can. But anyway, the next question is: what year did the original RoboCop movie get released? Again, I made a bit of a point of saying this a couple of times. Was it 2017, 2007, 1987, or 1997? It goes. Brickstage Bar says, Sai has the magazine in front of him.
100%. 100%.
I bet he does, actually. But the thing is, though, with this, it's all about speed as well. It's all about speed. Now, 2 of you got this wrong. But let's see. For most of you watching this, 1987 probably doesn't even exist in your timeline. Oh, Sai O'Connor's still there, but only just Simon. Is in at number 3, and Jake Studs number 4. I mean, look at it. There's like 31 points.
All the Jakes, all the Sais.
Yeah, Smiling Imp is in there as well. I don't think Smiling Imps have to get the next one right, and the ones above you would have to get them wrong. But anyway, next question, folks. It's a quiz question. How many Ninjago sets featured in the Hall of Fame top 10 this month? Was it 1? Was it 3? Was it 5? Was it 7?
It was 454. Is that wrong? That's not even one of the answers, is it? Oh, I've hit the wrong key.
No.
Oh, no. I think I'm not even on Kahoot anymore.
Don't say that. You was doing really well. He goes, I missed half the stream, Sai O'Connor. I got it wrong. Lego Loser says, the Brick Bods, Ian, haha. Fiddling with Super Ian, Pole Ian. It's Squirty C. Yay, Lego Loser. She must have got that one right. Well done. Anyway, let's see if this has changed anyone at the top. Oh, Simon.
Oh, Sai, I'm coming for you.
Yeah. This is super tight. I mean,
the battle for 3rd place. Come on, let's do it. Final question.
Yeah, Jake Squirty. This is all up for grabs. Literally, everyone in the top 4 could win this, folks. Everyone in the top 4. That's Jake Squirty C. It's the C part that bothers me most about this because I've got all sorts of things in my head. Of what
it can be several things, and the meme it covers about 8 of them.
Okay, all right, I'll have to check out the meme later. Then we've got Simon. Then we've got Cy O'Connor and Jake Studs. And really, out of those 4, it's anybody's game. Okay, folks, here we go. Here's the final question, number 11. Oh, apparently Greg's Crack is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Well done, Greg's Crack. You are certainly doing it for the Gregs. Anyway, last question coming up now. Name the bird on the cover of this month's Blocks magazine.
I clicked the completely wrong one. No!
For the set 76393, who accompanies Harry? So all of you got that right, apart from one person. And judging by the sound, the horrendous sound in my ear rolls, that's going to be my good friend Jake. So anyway, this is it, folks. This is where we see the winners and the losers of this month's Blocks magazine, issue 83. Kahoot. Anyway, let's see how it went. Our survey says, Cy O'Connor, number 3. Well done, Cy. Jake Square. No! Who got first? Jake Scotty's got Simon. Fantastic. Runners up. Number 5 was Jake Studs. And I missed who that was. Something imp. But yeah, no, well done, folks. Squirty Studs. Or Jake Squirty C. That was
Squirty Studs? Oh no! Saying? I feel like the Jake out of context Twitter account may acquire that. Oh no!
I love it. I love it. Well done, Simon. Simon, you demand, Simon. Well done, mate. Well done. That's fantastic. So well done. It literally came out of nowhere. Squirty was like smashing it all the way. And Cy O'Connor, well done to you as well, my friend. It goes, not bad. Well done, everyone. Yeah, I'd take 3rd place any day. You did really, really well there. The Brickbot says 7th isn't bad.
Bash was Jake Squirty C. God damn it.
The Brickbot's got 7th, and they didn't catch any of the review. Well done. I think Ian was in there, probably helping out. And then we got there. Congratulations, says Peter Knight. And Cy O'Connor says Squirty Jake. Craig's Day, he says, right, 2nd, not bad, considering I missed half the stream and I don't have a copy of Blocks in front of me, like Cy.
Cy 100% did. 100%.
Yeah, I reckon Cy did as well. I reckon he did as well.
He's got all the pages glued out on a wall in front of him so he can just quickly dance around. That's what he's doing.
Cy O'Connor, he's going, I'm not bitter. I'm loving it. Well, anyway, we're going to start winding down the stream now, folks. What we can do is I tell you what I'll do. I will. Well, that's it. Really, we've got the top 5. I think that's all people want to know how they did. But I think what we'll do now, folks, we'll start winding it down a little bit. And Brickbods, while you guys are out there, I know Ian says Carrie never listens to me anyway. Well done, Carrie. Ian, or actually under the Brickbods, if you want to, you can put your stream into. You should be able to put your stream into the chat. And what I'd like you guys everybody who's in the chat at the moment, please do check out the Brickbods stream tonight. They'll be streaming in literally 8 minutes, folks, which is pretty cool. They're a wonderful couple. They really are, folks. And Lego Loser says, check Insta. I will straight after the stream. I really will. Honestly, folks, you made me feel so much better because I was feeling pretty lousy all day. I really was. He goes, I'm listening to Ian right now, possibly destroying our fairy ground. Oh, very cool. So anyway, let's stop sharing that. Let's remove that from the stream. Let's add a bit of more music in it. And let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. Actually, do you know what? I can fast forward this. Let's go a little bit down the stream. There we go. That's kind of cool, isn't it? And then we can go back to just you and me. That's it. Now, if you want to, we can. we can wind it down at exactly past when the brick pods go on. Now, brick pods, I'm going to look for your stream. I've got to say as well, by the way, Jake Studs, I don't know if you have you upped your internet quality because, or you got a new camera?
So I've deep dived into the world of Apple gear. I've upgraded all my equipment that I've had for like the last 11ish years, and this was the year in semi celebration of getting a good paying job for once, of just going for it. So I'm streaming from the last time you saw me on a completely brand new computer. So this is the brand new face cam on the M1 iMac.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, mate. It really is. And I will say this. I mean, I didn't know this, folks, but it does look really good. Like it looks pretty damn sensational, in fact.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. The only issue I find with it is that it's coloring. It makes everything a lot brighter than it actually is, which then affects things like the light in the background doesn't look as impressive. It just looks like a rainbow glowing dot rather than like, you know, the room behind me glowing. But oh well.
Yeah, it looks good though, mate. It looks really good. Now, what I've done for this particular stream, folks, because we've got quite a lot going on. Got a bit of obviously I've got Jake in. I'm playing some music. We've been doing a Kahoot. I'm literally got a 30-meter cable plugged directly from here downstairs into the router. Because last time, do you remember, it was quite a bit choppy, wasn't it? And I think this one has been absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So that is definitely the way to go, folks. It really is. Also, as well, I've just put in the chat. Please do check them out at past. It'll be the Brick Pods. They'll be kicking off in about 4 to 5 minutes. So do check them out, folks. Honestly, they're a great couple. They're wonderful people, and they do an awesome podcast. And they're dishing out loads of content, more content than I am at the moment, folks. But I'm a little bit of a busy bee at work at the moment. I got this weekend coming up, Jake. I've got to work on Saturday. Yeah, I know. And do you know what I'm going to do? Right, I'm actually going to confide myself. I'm going to console myself in going to London's Lego Leicester Square store straight after. Because I'm in London, I might as well get something out of it as well. But yeah, you're welcome, Brick Pods. Honestly, do check them out in just a sec. Now, Jake Studs, whilst we kind of wind down nice and slowly with your kind of HD version of you here at the moment, because you are a beautiful man, you really are. What are you going to be up to in the next week or so? On Tuesdays, on the raid train on Tuesdays, it starts at 7 p.m. on the Bricks O'Brien channel, and then raids into myself at 9 p.m. BST. I will be continuing to build the Space 3-in-1 set. I believe. Oh, let's have a look. That looks really cool. This
so far, this is the Discovery.
Yeah. I tell you who likes that as well is Jang Bricks. He absolutely adores that set.
A great set so far. This is for people who like have dreamt about owning the bigger ones but gone, they're first too big and also secondly really expensive. This is everything. This is amazing at a great price. I love it. Yeah. And then on Saturdays, I stream something I will most likely make up way closer to the time than is necessary. And it might be me opening some figures, talking about Lego things. It might be streaming some Lego video games. It would be something Lego related in some way, shape, or form.
Cool, man. Well, I look forward to that. I mean, coming up from me this week, folks. I'll try and get a video out if I can. But I'm not kidding you, folks. Life is very busy at the moment, which is why it's nice to be able to do the live streams, the London Eyes, the backlogs, and of course London Calling, which are kind of pinnacle to my channel. In all honesty, they're kind of the safeguards. But yeah, this Wednesday, folks, I'm going to be streaming with Sai. I'm going to have a go at actually building the I know the new Batmobile comes out this Friday. And obviously I'm not going to have that. I tell you what, I could go Leicester Square on Saturday and pick that up. Actually,
do it.
I will do it. The
You
cheap
should also
one is-
be picking up that Queer Eye set. That Queer Eye set's amazing.
Yeah, that does look good. Again, that's another set that I'll just wait for that for the time being, because I do want to save my pennies up and get that Daily Bugle that you've got in the background there as well, mate. I do want that. That's going to be a good one for the city.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, I do want that. That's kind of on the top of my list at the moment. It really is. But yeah, so Wednesday, folks, I'm going to be building a Batmobile, and it's a bit of a special one because it's the one that comes with the 2 motors, the remote control one.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's the response I get on everyone when I say that. I say, oh yeah, building the Batmobile, and they're like, oh, what one? I say, oh, it's the remote control one, and they're like, oh yeah, I've seen that one for a long while. And do you know what? It actually goes. It's still reasonably priced, even on the second-hand market, because you can't.
Really?
Well, yeah, on eBay.
Won't be now.
Yeah. Well, at the end of this week, folks, I tell you what, if you do want to get it, now's the time to get it, because I think it comes with a pretty decent Batman as well. But you know what? Thank you as always for tuning in, folks. I really, really do appreciate it. These Sunday streams are always a little bit more chilled. Well, they're much more chilled out. They really are, folks. And it's quite a different vibe. It's a nice vibe as well. And you know what? It's really made my day, folks. I feel pretty pants, in all honesty. But you lot out there, you lovely lot, have really cheered me up. And I just want to say thanks as well to Fonzie. He was in earlier on. Redman, Brick Star Wars Boy. He was here very, very early in the stream. Good to see him back as well. Job Data, Minark, BFAB, Ingrid Win. Lovely to see you, Ingrid. Axel Play, Dujude. Thank you so much as well for everybody who donated via the super chats. I'll be popping all your names on there a little bit later and sticking it out on Instagram later on as well. I want to say thank you to Minark as well. Minark, hope you had a lovely week this week. So kind of lovely to see you, mate. And Simon, well done for winning tonight's Kahoot of course, Blocks Magazine issue number 83. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I love doing the Kahoot thing. It's a nice little add-on to do. Gives it a different vibe. Hope you enjoy the music as well, folks. But anyway, as I always say, be kind to each other. Be kind to yourself. It's very important that you are, folks. And Lego. Do you know what?
And Lego.
It really is a wonderful thing, Jake. And every single one of you people out there are too. Take care, everybody.
That's a fact.
It is a fact of life. Hashtag facts of life.
Hashtag.
See you on Wednesday, folks. Take care. Bye for now.